Hello and welcome everyone to the CranKy Ducklings Master Swan Open number 50. That is 19 below 69. I am your host, Steelmold, still like the metal. Mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. With me today, as always, your observer slash streamer slash admin extraordinaire, it is Kuro, otherwise known as the 16th Squad Sanseki, otherwise known as Krupp, hero of the wasteland and savior of esports. It is Krupp. And we are setting up to cast our first match of the day. It's going to be between Wojtek and Papapanda. That's right. Two really hype players. It's going to be a nice Terran versus Zerg for today. Both players are ready. Let's get to it. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. See, Kuro has already contributed to the intro Espanol. What she doesn't know is that I have a lot of channel points and I have a lot of group pleases available. And she will be forced to make another Spanish intro. You know, whether she likes to or not. You are throwing yourself under the bus again, Kuro. You've been hanging out with Eris too much. Solid meh on that. I'm getting a solid meh. No. She's trying to entrap me into doing a Spanish intro, see? She thinks she's all alone in here. When am I not throwing myself under the bus? Yep, practically live under it. Anyway, speaking of buses, we are on a submarine, LE, where we all live on an LE submarine, We're in the northwest corner of the map, the greatest name in esports, all the way from the Philippines. I keep confusing where Papapanda is from. So Taiwan. There we go. I see. I knew something was up. All the way from Taiwan, not the Philippines. Completely different place. Our Blue Zerg, greatest name in esports, representing Platinum Heroes. It's Papapanda. And on the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, our red Terran representing Infernal Brigade. Give it up to Wojtek. Alright. Standard opening from both players. Nothing too crazy. You'll know they're I'm trying to think about how the cheeses in TVZ have kind of disappeared. I'm trying to think of when was the last time I actually saw anyone cheese in TVZ. Like what strategy, like proxy Raxes and stuff. They're not. I mean, maybe we saw some proxy Reapers. But no. Well, Wojtek is going for a 2-Rax. It's not proxy or cheese, it's just, you know, it's a nice build that's been getting back into the meta recently, in the past few weeks, I've noticed. Which is, some Terrans are like, yay, 2-1-1 is back, and some Terrans are like, no, I don't want to go back to those dark times, where you get addicted to 2-1-1 and then you get stuck on it. Because that's one of the things that was so difficult for Terrans to kind of win themselves off of. Because 2-1-1 is such a nice, powerful, like, power trip at the beginning of the game, until you run into Zergs that can actually defend against it easily, and then you gotta unlearn all your habits. Hey, eye size matters, I love you too. Alright, so Papapanda getting a lot of Zerglings, enough to push that Reaper away. Wojtek, he didn't get a full scout. But at this point, once you see the 6 Zerglings, you kind of don't need that much scouting, because you kind of know what your name is going for. Sees the 3rd base there. No, Papapanda is scouting Wojtek. So knows about the 2-on-1. Actually doesn't know. Missed it. See, I mean, Papapanda sees the late starport, so that should clue him in about Wojtek's situation. Also, I think he saw the Marines. So that should be enough signs to know that this is not a proper 1-1-1 build. So his team is halfway done. Wojtek only has 9 Marines. We're getting a few more. Starport is finished. No medivacs yet. There we go. There are the medivacs. So Papapanda is going with roaches, which is going to be nice, but he really needs to recognize that this attack is coming. And yep, there looks like he's suspecting it. He's getting 8 roaches, so that should be okay. With 8 roaches and a queen, the first medivac double drop with his team shouldn't be game ending. Again, depends on the situation, you know, where you get dropped and how Papapanda responds to this. Wojtek is heading for the 3rd base. Papapanda is actually moving out on the map. He will not be in position to defend. Alright. Might be in position to do counter damage. What does Wojtek has to defend? He's got a wall and a few Marines behind it. Alright, Wojtek goes in. A couple of queens immediately disappear. Gets a couple of drones and this hatchery should go down. Papapanda is pressing forward, trying to open up that wall. The thing about Terran is, they produce at home. There's a tank. Is there a tank? That was a tank. I thought I heard a tank explosion, but it was just the... it was just the supply depot exploding. Never mind. Alright, Papapanda pushing forward. So is Wojtek. We have a weird base trade here. Papapanda already doing a lot of damage in terms of workers. Wojtek is going to have to do a lot more than that. The boys are being pulled by Papapanda. These Marines are getting low on health. The medivacs are getting low on energy. A lot of roaches are still alive for Papapanda. Only 1 roach died so far, by the way. Papa did reinforce with some Zerglings, which is smart. This is really starting to do a lot of damage, and Wojtek is not doing enough counter damage on the other side of the map. Oh boy, 29 SCVs dead. Wojtek is pretty much all in from now on. Right? And this is his entire force right here. Papapanda can afford to just trade these Zerglings forever and just, you know, just keep them going. Wojtek is down to 12 workers. He's remaking SCVs, but he's gonna have to do a hell of a lot more damage in order to equalize. Papapanda is more than triple the amount of workers at the moment, but very little in terms of defenses. More Zerglings are being made. Look at how little health these Terran forces have. The Zerglings will be able to just take care of them. Medivac trying to get in there, but there's a spore, and it might go down as well. Still a couple of Marines left, but this is not doing enough damage. The Marines running away from the spore. Okay, Wojtek left with a couple of Marines only. Now, Wojtek has been making army while this was going on, so he still has some forces. I like the Liberator here. It's a nice addition. Papapanda really needs some more ground forces, and he is making them. Because he has to survive the next wave, and that's would pretty much win the game. But he still gotta survive it. Wojtek is walking across the map towards the 3rd base. There's a very hurt medivac with very little energy. Huh. I think Papapanda saw that. Oh boy. Okay, Papapanda might need to cancel this base. Where are his forces? He's making more Zerglings. He's got some roaches around. I guess he sort of sacked that base because he kind of doesn't need it at the moment. He's gonna wait for Wojtek to move in. I'm thinking maybe Wojtek should just not move in here. Just clear Crypt, kill the other 3rd base. And yeah, exactly what he's doing. In the meantime, he is making workers, so he is catching up. And he has enough army that Papapanda can't really do counter damage. So I like what Wojciech is doing here. He was behind for quite a while, but he was able to do just enough counter damage to stay in the game. Even though he's still behind, he's still very scary. His army is way bigger. These are still Steam Marines. They do have combat shield now. They're +1 armor, +1 weapons. Oh, the Banelings! Papa has Banelings now. They have Banning speed already as well. So Wojciech really cannot drop anywhere here. I like the trying to buy down the medivacs where they thought they might be. Yeah, great defense there by Papapanda. Pushing those medivacs away. And yeah, Papapanda still way ahead in workers. Going to send his forces across the map, trying to do some damage. Wojciech sneaking in. There's no wall, no nothing, just Marines. You know? Just Marines. No problem. Up the ramp, Marines, just thin. GG! Wojciech! What a nice comeback. Wow. He lost 39 SCVs. He was down to 12 SCVs against Papapanda's 36 workers. That was nice. Alright, Romanticide is going to be our next map. It's Papapanda's choice. Okay, I think I chose well when I chose to cast these two. I was like, I love these two players. There was something interesting going on with them. And of course, Papapanda, the greatest name in esports. I'll never pass a chance to say Papapanda. It's very fun to say. If we've never said Papapanda 10 times really fast, I highly recommend it. It's not easy, but once you get it, it's very nice. It's like you know, lyrical, you know, one of those wrapping papers that you pop. You know, Papapanda, 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 Papapanda. Bubble wrap, that's it. When you pop bubble wrap, it's very satisfying. Welcome to the Bubble Wrap podcast with Steelmold. Alright, both players are ready. Let's get to it. Alright. Elsewhere on the bracket, by the way, we have the return of mLty. We have Napolokoshon is here. We have Watopia. CptHindsight is back to tell us all about our mistakes. And Fury is here. Nerys, current runner-up in the SDO. Kagemaru has returned. Yakuzaku from our very own clan, the CranKy Ducklings. We got Vavin is here as well. We have some new appearances. I believe Pete is a new appearance. Anticore as well. Always nice to see some new people around. And we are on Romanticide, where love goes to die. We're in the northwest corner of the map, all the way from Taiwan, not the Philippines. I don't know where the rumor that Papapanda is from the Philippines started, but it's not. It's from Taiwan. Representing Platinum Heroes, our blue Zerg is in fact Papapanda, the greatest name in esports. And in the southeast corner of the map, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series. Let's see if he goes to 1-1 again, all the way from Poland, representing Infernal Brigade. Our red Terran is in fact Wojciech. Alrighty. We're starting shenanigans. Papa is getting the proxy hatchery on Wojciech's reach gas location thingy. What's it? Wojciech is going on with an SCV scout, so definitely sees that there's no second hatch. And this is a trigger to start looking around. Just go looking around, just checking. This SCV is pretending to work. No, I'm just mining. Don't mind me. Oh, he's actually not scouting. He's just setting up and expand. You see that your Zerg opponent doesn't have a natural hatchery, and you... Oh, maybe... Oh, yeah, there we go. Good job, Wojciech. Let's not take a command center on the low ground against the chasing Zerg, okay? Let's just not. Forget about why not. Just don't. Worry about the why later. Just take your command center on the high ground. Terrans can easily do that. You lose very little by doing that. Just do it. Alright. We take still running around the map trying to look for that second hatch, but not checking all of the places. Just running around with a Reaper. I'm starting to suspect that maybe Wojciech is not aware at all that this situation is happening. Because he's definitely not looking for that. I thought he was, but he wasn't. He isn't. I'm looking at his vision right now. All of Wojciech's vision is just the path across the map. Now he's sending one Marine to look at this proxy location. Did he see? He didn't see the creep from the that hatchery, the proxy hatchery. All right, Reaper comes in. Yeah, Papapanda already has queens coming out. War Troyan is about to finish. Still no vision on that creep. But Wojciech is responding by making a lot of Marines though. And a safety tank, which I like. Orbital command is still on the high ground, which is the smart thing to do, but no bunkers, no nothing. Only Marines, just Marines. Alright, there's that second hatchery from Papapanda. Starting to make roaches, here are the Ravagers. He's setting it up. Reaper is being annoying here. Scouting at the main. But he's getting a Banshee. Let's spam those Banshee emotes for all you Lumia subscribers out there. I can't do that because that will be spoilers. I have to wait 2 minutes. I like it. Wojciech getting a third base as well. This is proper turtle terrain, you know? Just get a third base on the high ground. Forget about it. Expand later. Okay, Reaper comes in here again, being annoying. Gonna get a drone. Papapanda is massing up for a big offensive here. On the other side of the map. Is that a spore? Yeah, there's a spore as well. Very nice. I like it. Did he actually scout the tech lab on the stopper? No. Papapanda has no vision on the main. He doesn't know about the Banshee, but still somehow prepared for it. There you go. There are queens, there's a spore. Cloak will not avail you here. Flame of Budun. Oh boy. Reach gas for reach Zergs. Alright. Ravagers coming in. How many are we at? We are 7 Ravagers. That bunker will not be set up. Spore is inching forward. Banshees are going to the other side of the map to attack Papapanda. He's getting spores at home, so should be okay by the time these arrive. He's getting a spore at the natural, so it's okay. Oh, catches the tank unsieged! And this is the opportunity Papapanda was looking for, and he got it. There's still a tank on the high ground, but the natural base has to be evacuated. Alright, now Papapanda needs to start working at trying to go up that ramp somehow, finding a path there. Banshees can definitely hit that natural base, but yeah, this Papapanda shouldn't be too sad about losing this. He still has the proxy hatch on the other side of the map. Does brings the queens and spore to defend it, so it's nice. No mining on this my base, by the way. Oh, I just realized he put it. I saw the wall of minerals, and I thought that was the minerals. I forgot that this isn't like the actual position. So yeah, this is a big brain positioning by Papapanda. As you can see, I notice things. I have the eyes of a hawk and the ears of a ferret. Wojtek finding out this unguarded Torch Warren. Very nice catch. Does get baited into spore range though. Might lose one of these banshees. Ooh. Oh, gets the queen. Okay, this Torch Warren is going to go down. Papapanda better replace it if he wants any more roaches in his life. He doesn't want any more roaches in his life. He's getting a spire. What an inspired decision. Did you see what I did there? Because inspire has the word spire in it. We're moving on with his tanks. Getting it. Bile's not quite hitting all of them. And the tank still survives. This is starting to be a position that Papapanda will find difficult to break. I don't know if he delayed Wojtek enough though. Wojtek was stuck on one base, but he has way more workers. He has a third base set up, remember. Is it an orbital already? Yeah, he has 3 orbitals. So he can very quickly expand into 3 bases. And Papapanda is finding it difficult just to keep these 2 bases. He hasn't even started mining from the natural. And he definitely hasn't been mining from the proxy base. So Papapanda has basically been as stuck on one base as Wojtek was. Probably even more stuck on one base. So yeah, so Wojtek has the bigger army supply, the bigger worker supply. And can now actually push forward, clear up all this creep on this side of the map, destroy that proxy hatchery. And Papapanda is now super behind economically. And way behind on arm supply. This proxy did not work in Papapanda's favor. He was too satisfied letting Wojtek stay on one base and not attacking in. Look at this. Like so much army. This is what Terrans can do on one base. Alright. Combat Shields is about to finish as well. The meter transitions is nice, but it's too many Marines. Papapanda is never going to be able to engage this army without any Banelings and Zerglings. And the Mutas, I don't think they can do enough damage at home to keep Wojtek back. I mean, this basically the only use for the Mutalisks right now is to harass and Terran base. Or disappear here! They all disappeared! No! Those Mutas died so fast. GG is called. Wow. Did you see they're like, you know, when you have a fire and you put in like a whole bunch of old newspapers in it and then you just blow up in like little pieces of thin paper in the air, breaking down into other little pieces of paper thin, you know, pieces of paper on fire. That's what it looked like. The Mutalisks just that was horrible. All right, everyone. Enough about that. We have another Zerg hype player for you here today, which Wojtek is going to go up against. It is going to be mLty. Oh boy. So we're going to set that up. Who is still in party? Wojtek is in party. Let's get mLty. Now, he did say he's AFK, so it might be a little bit. In the meantime, can take this opportunity to remind you that we have a Patreon page, ! Patreon in chat will take you to our Patreon page, where if you choose to subscribe, I found the right word for it, but I forgot what the word. I'm blanking out on the word. What's the word I'm looking for? If you choose to support us, no. Choose to. What's the word I'm looking for? Ah, damn it, brain. If you pledge to support, there we get pledge. That's. Whew, thanks, brain. It only took you like 2 minutes to come up with a word. If you pledge to support us with more than a $5 per month, you will get access to our subscriber-only chat in Discord and replay packs from the many professional tournaments that we are organizing or are involved in, including Grand Platypus Open, Demi-C Weekly, and the Latin American tournaments which we are casting. And it's gonna be fun. First map is going to be Death Aura. LE. Eastern United States, yes. mLty is asking for us server. I mean, it's not going to be fair or balanced. Wojtek is from Poland. mLty is in the United States. So yeah, Poland server is all right. Let's see. Wojtek, Steren, everything's fine. Let's see if everyone is ready. Hey, mLty, redeem the group, please. So, hello. What? Did you want to ZVZ?
I just... Yeah.
It's group, everyone. Hero of the Wasteland and savior of sports. It is group. Hi.
This is a very energetic group that totally didn't sneeze like 3 times during last cast because for some reason I have allergy to something. So that's fun.
Is it Terrans?
Yes, I'm allergic to Terran. Confirmed.
I had a joke yesterday that Terrans are allergic to Terran.
Yes,
that's why
I
their
saw
eyes
that.
are always watering.
I saw that.
That's the best way to describe Terran tears.
Did Kerwin agree to that or something? Oh, no, Suprotovis agreed to that. Sorry.
Suprotovis agreed to it. Kerwin will never admit that Terrans are too white. He has too much pride. Even though he understands, he knows that playing Terran is horrible. He admitted it. He knows it. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Death Aura. LE, where in the northwest corner of the map, representing Psystorm community, all the way from the land of the US of A, it is our not Teal Zerg. Give it up for mLty. Your phone?
What?
Your phone is ringing.
Not mine. Can't do anything about that. See, there are people in this house who sleep longer than me.
In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, he woke up in time. It is our green Terran representing Infernal Brigade. Give it up for Wojtek.
I was gonna say, since mLty himself redeemed the group, please. What is he planning?
I mean, he was already exclaiming that he has different. Yes, he has weird things planned. Yep, it's a one base roach.
Yep, we're starting with that. Now, is he gonna go for the so-called German taxi that we were talking about before the stream?
Probably.
I think that's what he's going for. I think that's what he meant.
For those,
wait,
for those that don't know,
wasn't it a ZVP build though? Maybe it was a ZVP build.
I think it is. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's going for here, but he's a very quick roach warren, which Wojtek not going to be scouting for a while now. I wonder why did he take the natural base?
There was an
Wojtek
SCV.
blocking him?
Yeah, there was an SCV block.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I thought maybe it was like a mind game,
No,
you know,
there wasn't.
getting the natural base, trying to pretend like you're proxying or something.
mLty is gonna lose
Right,
those
that's
things.
controlled by Wojtek. Yeah, but he's delaying the scout, which is the important bit. I think Wojtek knows about the roaches now.
I think he knows. He may have a hunch.
I think he knows. He should know. Yeah, the bunker is on the way. He's pumping out Marines 2 at a time. Factory is on the way. Now this hits way faster than what Papapanda was doing.
I think,
But it hits with a lot less.
yeah. I think the important thing to keep in mind is that Papapanda was like waiting for a long time with his army, even though he already like had some number of units. Like he was still like waiting and building up. And like when you attack
Yeah.
before the Terran can prepare, it may be more effective.
Yeah, but I think he kind of maybe didn't want to blow up the surprise because he kind of saw that Wojtek wasn't scouting. So it's like, I'm gonna hit him hard
Yeah.
and by surprise. And that just, expose the fact that I have Ravagers on this side of the map before they can actually do something. Alright?
The wall is down.
The wall is not a wall. The wall is not a wall anymore. Going after the reactor, not quite getting it. The boys are being pulled. mLty's kiting them. And there goes
nice.
the reactor. You're asking for a pause?
It's like, no, not the reactor.
No,
All the things.
I can't. I have to rebuild the reactor, otherwise you can't power the game. this is how it works.
Anything but the reactor.
Is Wojtek still in schools?
I don't know. I don't know what age Wojtek is.
Okay. Looks like he had a lag spike.
Because Konyo is the one who's playing in class every week.
Yeah. I thought maybe it's a Polish thing.
It's really not a Polish thing. It's the world
It's a
thing right
Zoomer
now.
thing.
Yeah,
It's
it is a
Zoomer
Zoomer
thing.
thing. Literally.
Like I said, I'm jealous. I would have done the same if I was their age, and I had the technology. We just didn't have the technology. We had to skip school physically. We had to literally not be there in order to not be there.
I would say there are good and bad sides to that.
Oh,
As
yeah,
with
definitely.
everything.
All right. So now Wojtek is heavily supply blocked, which is going to be very detrimental here.
But he already has
The
a
tank is
decent
out.
army that can like fend off this small group of roaches.
Yeah.
And mLty knows that. He just drones
Ooh.
up. Like he knows that this is not gonna do anything.
Yeah. mLty doesn't want to sacrifice everything he has. He's trying to try and somehow contain at least Wojtek from moving out. Gonna get a not spire. The other thing, the lair. That's the one. Good.
I
You
can
know.
actually say things now instead of waiting and then you find out.
Thank you. If only I had that voice in my head, reminding me of the proper words for things. I mean, like, this is one of the cybernetic implants I want. Is like a dictionary, like an immediate dictionary in my head.
That would be interesting. Just like, install additional memory.
Yeah. Then I'd probably burn the circuits just trying to find what the poor AI is going to die trying to figure out what the hell I'm trying to say.
Yep.
It's like I'm just going to make the AI as confused as I am.
Oh god, imagine a Steelmold AI. Imagine
Worst
feeding
AI
DeepMind with
ever.
Steelmold.
Just making Marine Marauder too lazy to make medipacks.
But yeah, mLty is continuing with roaches. He's getting the ground upgrades. He's not getting speed though, which is interesting.
He did. Yeah, he did pump out
There
a
it is.
lot of drones right now.
What is this tank squad?
Yeah. We are the tank crypt clearing squad. Oh, I like that Wojtek isn't sieging up all the tanks at once. Gotta keep them spread up.
Yeah, it
And
makes
gives
it
him the
easier to
opportunity to
leapfrog.
keep pushing here. Yeah. Gotta leapfrog. I know it's annoying, but you can't be lazy. You can't keep all your tanks sieged while there are Ravagers around.
There are the 2 tanks sniped though.
Yeah, but imagine if they were all sniped by now.
Oh yeah,
This is very competent defense by mLty.
Yeah,
And
that was...
Wojtek overextending there.
Yeah, I don't think Wojtek should have been fighting up the ramp really.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was desperate to do counter damage because he knows that he sees the creep spread and he's like, oh, so mLty has not been slacking on his macro.
You say that, but I would attack maybe the third base then. Like if I see that there's an army on the ramp, like I wouldn't necessarily like run my army into the roaches. Especially since they are Ravagers and they just one-shot tanks with in proper numbers.
Yeah. Alright, Travelers come in. mLty is going into the range of these 2 tanks and yeah, he realizes he does not want to be in this position. Especially not without any high ground vision.
This drop is sneaking around the base. Probably gonna take the third, I assume.
Look at how many workers mLty has.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All
And
the
he's not been
workers.
slacking on army production either.
Yeah,
Alright,
like
Wojtek is setting up a
macro-wise,
multi-prong.
mLty is going very well.
Yeah. Alright, so dropping the third base of mLty. Not a lot to defend there, but yeah, it just seems like Wojtek was focusing the queen. Not getting any drone kills so far. With 4. Now it has to be driven out.
Yeah, he
Trying to
pushed,
drop the natural base.
pushed the roach army back, but they have to split between bases. And that
But
gives...
this is just a distraction for the drop that's going into the main base of mLty.
Yeah,
Or
that gives
actually
the
the
time.
fourth base. Or maybe Jim even.
I still don't comprehend that meme.
Jim was before time. From the
Yeah,
land before
yeah.
time.
It was before
Jim,
time.
get it? Because he was a dominant Chinese player before time. Who is now the dominant?
Look, even
Chinese
if
player?
it makes sense, like it's just.
It's the land before Jim.
Oh, the man even goes down to the queen.
Right, this job's
More
still doing quite
drops.
a bit of damage.
Did I?
This is the same medevac
Yeah,
from before,
I
by the
heard
way.
the Liberator.
Another Deliberator in the mix. My Ravagers are pretty good against it. So mLty loses quite a lot of drones, but still way ahead in drone count. He does not mind losing this amount of drones while massing up his gigantic big army.
Yeah,
So he probably doesn't want to lose any more.
I think what it really does is just keep mLty home. Like, gives Wojtek some time to like set up a defense. Because, yeah, you see that army is going out. And that army is gonna be here soon.
Yeah, it's a big donger of roaches going out across the map with some Ravagers. Wojtek, nice tank spread here.
Yeah, but not all of them are
Some of the tank.
sieged.
Oh, that's smart. That's good. I like it. I hate to see all the tanks sieged all at once. You gotta keep yourself mobile. He has tanks on the high ground, and that might actually be enough to destroy mLty. He's fighting in tank rage and just taking so much AoE damage from the tanks.
He's not even biting them. It's just going in.
Yeah, his army is just melting. Wow, hearing your groans in real time is so much better than looking at them in the in the clips later on. Huh? Killing 17 SCVs, that's quite a bit. That keeps Wojtek again at half the worker supply. But mLty lost so much army to do this.
He did, but he already has half of it back, if not all. So, you know.
Yeah, but so is Wojtek, so this game really hasn't really advanced too much. The one thing that's advancing is mLty's upgrades.
You
3-3 is getting on the way here.
Yeah, you say they remade the army, but making tanks takes a bit more time than making roaches.
Yeah, but yet a lot of them survived the attack. Like 3 of them, I think, survived.
Oh.
Alright. No tanks on the high ground this time. But mLty, he don't care about no tanks. He's an independent Zerg. He don't care about no AoE. Yeah, he's got enough. This is the bully situation here. Oh, he binded his own overseer. He almost killed it.
No one
We
saw
didn't see that. It's fine.
No one saw that.
Especially the overseer.
He didn't see that coming.
This looks to be. This is the final nail in the coffin here.
There is a drop on the other side of the map that actually sniped the hatchery, but I don't think that's gonna be enough to bring Wojtek back.
That's not gonna be enough. Not at all. mLty is on 4 bases, so losing 1, not a huge problem. When Wojtek is now down to 1 base.
He's just barely cleaning up the roaches, but his base is on fire, quite literally.
Yeah. 6 workers to 63. Ouch.
Like, this is the final attack, and one of the medivacs is completely empty.
This is the bait medivac. Yeah.
And there's another army.
This is the one that's going to take. Oh, this is pure Ravager.
Yep.
That is just, I don't care. We're independent Ravagers who don't need no roaches. Right. Wojtek is running around trying to find a place to drop into mLty's base, but not quite finding any position that's undefended.
Yeah, there are a few roaches
really
here
can't drop
there.
it.
There are some spores.
You already lost the bait medivac.
Yep. This one is very low as well.
Yeah. So this is going to do some damage, but once this is cleared up, what does Wojtek have anymore?
Yeah,
well, not a natural base, that's for sure. Not a 3rd base pretty soon. And on fire, boom. And soon no main base either.
The tank pops in and just instantly gets sniped by roaches.
Yeah. 123 army supply to 25. Oh, Wojtek is flooding up all the buildings.
Just
He's
evacuate.
not going to do that to us.
Everybody to the evacuation zone. Gee, come on.
Please calmly float your buildings and make your way to the exit. All right. So Wojtek finding a very much tougher opponent in mLty than Papapanda. mLty is like, that was fun. I don't think Wojtek shares your opinion.
I don't know if he does. But yeah, that was my one group list for
yeah, thank you Kuro for joining us. The game wasn't that quick. We thought it was going to be a much quicker game, but
yeah, it was a proper game. So anyway, with that, enjoy the rest of the tournament. Bye.
Go back to your silence. Bye. Go back to judging me in silence. All right. So it's going to be Wojtek's map choice. Let's see what map he is choosing. Elsewhere on the bracket in the meantime, Napolokoshon wins 2-1 against Bisuya. CptHindsight takes Watopia 2-0. Yakuzaku is taken out by Pete 2-0, who goes up against Vavin. Vavin taking out Newton 2-1. We got Anticore winning 2-0 against Kagemaru. And we'll go up against Enfury, who took out Nerys 2-0 in the first round. And of course we have mLty versus Wojtek, which we are casting. Lightshade is going to be our next map. Yep, it's turn. I forgot to check who the last MSO winner was. I keep forgetting. Check that. Oh, it was Everness. Vavin was the runner-up of that. It is? Wait. Yeah, Master Swan 49. I'm looking at the right place. Alright, let's set up lobby and let's make sure everyone's ready. Let's get to it. Nice. Remember to hydrate your hydras. Keep your hydras well hydrated. Unless you give them coffee, then they're not hydrated hydras. They're hyped hydras. Because you gotta hype your hydras. See? So you gotta be smart about it. Alright, everyone. We are on Lightshade LE. Lightshade, the lightest of all the maps in the map pool. Except it isn't. It's just a dull gray. We're in the northwest corner of the map, representing Psystorm community. And the land of the US of A, currently up 1 in this best of 3 series, are not Teal Zerg. Give it up for mLty. And in the southeast corner of the map, representing the land of Poland, and Team Infernal Brigade, our Green Terran is in fact Wojtek. Alright. So I was gonna check how many Protosei do we have left. Because that was a topic of conversation before. Ooh, wait, what? Oh, we already have the semi-finalists waiting on us. We have Anticore winning 2-1 against Enfury, waiting in the upper semi-final. Yes, I can see the proxy. It's fine. Don't worry about it. And CptHindsight, winning 2-1 against Napolokoshon, and he's going to be waiting for the winner of this very match that we are casting right now, as Wojtek is proxying Raxus. It's going to be proxy Marines. mLty is going for quick roaches. I was just discussing not seeing any cheeses in TVZ, but I guess these two players are showing us so far. We got mLty with the proxy hatch earlier. Now this. Alright, bunkers are going up. Looks like they will finish. Hatchery not getting cancelled. mLty is hoping that he can save that. Roaches are on the way. A Queen is finished. Okay, bunkers are up, both of them. Now the Marines, they got their TVs, they got PlayStations in that bunker. They can just chill, hang back, you know. Let the shooting do the shooting, and then they just sit, kick back and relax. They're trying to start to work on that factory. If he gets rid of that SCV, that could be really nice. It's going to delay Wojtek by quite a bit. mLty loses one roach trying to kill these SCVs. I'm gonna get a Ravager. I'm gonna use the roaches as they pop out to attack the bunkers, but this hatchery should probably go down. There's not much chance to defend it. He's gonna use the broodlings to mount an offensive. But Wojtek is already satisfied and packing away and going home. Did he actually get to... Okay, one bunker actually got to pack away and the other one was destroyed. Wojtek is floating his barracks here back home. The wall is not a wall. It's got a circling preventing the factory from landing. And now it's up to Wojtek to defend. mLty did kill some of the SCVs constructing the building, so the starport is going to be delayed by quite a bit. I don't think Wojtek noticed that the SCV that was building the starport was destroyed. It's not restarting that construction. Okay, there we go. Now the replacement SCV comes in, but the Ravagers, they're already doing damage. One Ravager goes down. There's not a lot of actually no high ground vision for mLty. It seems to be a bit detrimental in trying to get rid of that bunker. Tank is coming out. It was started before the tech lab was destroyed on the factory. mLty getting... Now he has high ground vision. Can actually start to get some value here, but it's gonna have to be careful with that tank. Oh, can he snipe the tank? Wojtek quite smartly does not siege too close to the ledge, the edge of the ledge. Oh, mLty risking it, going in the bunker range and tank range. Oh, loses a couple of the Ravagers, not quite making it. And now Wojtek is finally free to expand. mLty going to get his second hatchery 5 minutes into the game, finally. I think maybe mLty could have double expanded, but yeah, I'm not sure what his finances were at the time. There's the third base for mLty starting up. But Wojtek actually saved the two barracks that were on the other side of the map. And now he's got 3 racks just bunking out Marines. No steam, no nothing, just Marines. And Wojtek recovered pretty nicely. So, what is mLty going to do now? I mean, I don't know if you can really keep that third base, because Wojtek is building up enough forces, and now with the Medivac to just get out across the map and kill that third. Because he hasn't scouted it yet, but he must assume that there is one. Yeah, he's sending the Medivac straight over there. Is it going straight there? Yeah, it's going straight over there. But I just looked in chat and I said, don't sea monkeys. What? I need context for that. Don't it, please. No idea what you're talking about. Alright. Wojtek dropping here. Gonna try and snipe that third base. Well, he might have enough to defend. He's got 3 roaches, a couple of Ravagers and Queens. Wojtek going to try and oh, juking and jiving. Juking and jiving. I think I'm back and going for the natural. Nope. Still in third. Alright. Well, they did have enough to keep that third base alive. A layer is just finished. Let's see what he's doing with it. It's roach speed. Getting some more gases as well. Wojtek, is he getting a third base? Not yet. It's got a whole bunch of tanks though. And now it's moving out. This might actually destroy that third base. mLty is droning up. Not too hard. He's getting some more roaches. So he shouldn't have enough to... Actually, no, he does not have enough to defend against this. He needs more Ravagers. Doesn't know about it. Shh, don't tell him. Okay, now you should see it with grip. But yeah, this hatchery is already low on health. A few shells from the tanks. It should be going down. Yeah. 9 roaches on the way from mLty, which should be enough to defend this attack further. I don't think Wojtek can actually push any more forward. mLty sniping one of the tanks. But Wojtek really doesn't need to overextend by staying here too long, especially not with all of his tanks unsieged. Okay, now he's sieging one of them. Alright, he's down to 2 tanks. I think this is the time to back away, rebuild forces, and then come back in and snipe the third again. No, looks like he's going to just be happy gifting tanks to mLty. But mLty might lose all of his Ravagers here. Marines are still powerful, you know. Don't want to be in their range. Marines are basically like, they don't technically have AoE, like area damage, but they kind of behave like they do. Because anything that goes into their range is like, just dies. Hey, Apoptosis! Thank you for that raid. Welcome everyone. Welcome to CranKy Ducklings channel, where Wojtek is sniping yet another base off of mLty. I think that was the 3rd hatchery? 2nd hatchery. Oh wait, what? Oh, was that a cancel though? I think that was a cancel. There we go. Finally, the GG comes up. And Wojtek is going to be evening up the score. And we have ourselves a sideways 1-1. Welcome everyone from Apoptosis' channel. That was my best goblin voice. Pillars of Eternity is going to be the next map. If you have Pillars of Gold in your map bingo for today, you can mark that off. We already had Lightshade, Death Aura, Romanticide, Submarine, and now Pillars of Gold. We only need Oxide and Jonathan. And then we'll have ourselves a full bingo for today. What are we waiting on? Wojtek. Still waiting on Wojtek to agree to the lobby. Alright, covers, get everything that isn't nailed down. This is a duck pond. You can't nail things down. It's a pond. You gotta, you know, you can waddle, but you can't nail things down. It's how duckling ponds work. Still waiting on the lobby. Don't worry about it. Now, for those who don't know, I am Steelmold. Still like the metal. Mold like the thing you put the metal in, so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And I'm your host for today, and also the co-caster, because, you know, it's how I roll. Let's make sure I hydrate my hydras. So remind Wojtek that he needs to agree to a to a lobby. Yeah, maybe he's getting a lobby bug or something. Or did Polish internet die again? What's happening? What happened? What? I've offended Kuro by Oh no. Yeah, we're in. Don't worry about it. Maybe he just ran to the bathroom or something. I don't know. All right, everybody's ready. Let's get to it. Boop. 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 Kuro is saying her router has been dying the past few days. Yep. Kuro is our streamer / observer for today. If you look at the wonderful camera work that you see in game, that is the credit to the 16th Squad Sanseki here. Not me. I forgot how to observe. I need to start practicing again. I've been living the life way too long, having Kuro as an observer. Like, I don't even touch the keyboard. I'm like, oh wait, what? How do I click things? It's too much. I'm getting slacker. I'm getting slacker and slacker every week. All right, everyone. Welcome to Pillars of Gold, the map that used to hold the Golden Wall, but now holds nothing because the pillars are, there's no Golden Wall, so the pillars are holding nothing. That is the logic behind it. We're in the southwest corner of the map, representing Psystorm community and the land of the US of A. Our not Teal Zerg, currently sideways 1-1 in this series. It is mLty. And in the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, representing Infernal Brigade, our Red Terran, also currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 series. Give it up for Wojtek. Speaking of goblins, I am known as the Information Goblin. Yes, I'm the Information Goblin. I bring little nuggets of information that are, for the most part, useless, but sometimes, on a rare occasion, like there's a diamond in there. But mostly it's just mud and pebbles and rocks and stuff. That is what being the Information Goblin means. Alright, mLty going with quick roaches again. I guess this is his life now. That's got a... Wait, is that the natural... No, it's the same timing as the previous game, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember things. My memory is garbage. Wojtek getting that command center on the low ground. Feeling comfortable seeing that hatchery. Did you see the hatchery actually? No, he did not. He actually hasn't scouted. I thought it was SCV scouting because he SCV scouted every game so far. And today he forgot. All right, does get the 2 of mLty's not roaches, not SCVs, that Zerglings. That's... I'm good with words. This is the Roach Warren. Bunker is already being finished on the other side of the map. Wojtek not taking any chances. Does lose the Reaper though, which is a bit of a shame. Because now he doesn't have anything on the map to kind of scout what's coming. And the roaches are waddling across the map. Waddle, waddle. Many waddle away, waddle, waddle. And Ravages definitely waddle across the map. Big old butt. There's not much to defend here. More Marines are coming out. This time it's not going to be tanks, it's going to be Hellions for Wojtek. They do nicely against the Ravagers, which is nice, but they're not particularly effective against the Roaches. That's why I like the safety tanks. But Wojtek is going to commit to the reactor construction from the factory. mLty maybe giving Wojtek a little too much time, not pushing in there. Ooh, that is a fusion core. I'm assuming that's going to be for Lib range, not stupid unit. Don't make stupid units, please. Please don't make stupid units. They're not that good anymore. Oh yes, it's gonna be stupid units. Tech lab for the starport is ready. This group is zooming in for us. Alright. Actually, you know what? Against Roach Ravager, maybe stupid unit isn't the worst idea. Stupid unit is what I call battlecruiser, by the way, just so you know. There it is. There it is being constructed. It costs more than a command center. Oh, it's supply blocked. Stupid unit. Don't make battle cruisers. That's so stupid. Alright. Hellions coming in. Not a stupid unit at all. And that's the thing. This might actually be doing the game-ending damage here. Oh, look at the main mirror line. Drones are not being pulled. Oh, 10 walkers down, 13 goes down, can I get 14, 14 goes down, can we get 15, 15 drones, 15 drones, can we get a 16, 16 drones, can we get 17, 17, 17 drones, sold for 16 drones to the Terran in red in the northeast. Very nicely done. Battle cruiser isn't even finished. It's not even doing anything. Aliens, man. Aliens. I like this this transition from Wojtek because he hasn't really made aliens in all of his series today. So, you know, catching mLty by surprise there. Not going with Marines. Marines. Okay, one battle cruiser is finished. The other one is on the way being made. Hellions coming in again for some more drone kills. And we'll manage to get out of there alive. Battlecruiser smartly waddling across the map instead of jumping. That means Wojtek is going to have the tactical jump for getting out of there and keeping the battlecruiser alive, which is what you want to do because it costs 400 minerals and 300 gas. What the hell? Most expensive single mass-produced units in the game. Alright, Queens have enough transfuses between them to keep alive for now, so battlecruiser so far gonna get one queen, maybe many of an overlord. Not even being a good distraction for the Hellions. Okay, battlecruiser, get out of here. Go away. Okay, I'm going. This guy, 3 kills on it. Alright, the other battlecruiser though. That one teleported. This might actually find quite a bit of damage on this side of the map without any of the queens around. The queens are waddling in. So in total, that was 6 drones for this battlecruiser. But it can't blink away, so gotta get out of here. Okay. Just gonna have to chill back here and wait for tactical jump to be ready. mLty is getting a spire, so he's going to have corruptors. Everything you need to deal with the battle cruisers. In the meantime, Wojtek has switched up to battle mech with blue flame Hellions, adding some tanks in there as well. Is it battle mech if it's got tanks and Hellions? No, right? It's just pauper mech. It's actual mech. That's the marker. If you don't get cyclones and instead you get tanks, that's the difference between mech and battle mech, right? I know my stuff. Aliens denying that fourth base there. They're about to be blue flames, so they're going to be real dangerous. This is a distraction. mLty is about to get hit in third base with blue flame Hellions. Very nicely done. The harassment from Wojtek this game is fantastic. 41 drones dead in total this game. Wojtek just not letting mLty get any kind of economy set up. The battlecruiser sneaks in! Snipes the Roach Warren. Holy crap. Oh, I gotta jump! Wojtek finally making really good use of these battlecruisers, proving that they're not as stupid as they should be. Yeah, TVZ is... Okay. I mean, to be fair, it's still It was worth it. That battlecruiser was worth it. He had 9 kills and he destroyed the Roach Warren, so, you know, very good. Wojtek getting 3 more factories. Setting up more command centers here, so you can take that 4th base that he wants. Starting to move out across the map. This Marine is not a Marine. This is a fake one. Okay, so mLty knows Wojtek is coming. Great creep spread by mLty. Something he's been getting really good at in the past months. Since he came back to playing in our tournaments. Script spread has been on point pretty much every game. And can he defend this? Doesn't have much. I mean, he's got some Roaches and Ravagers, 6 Queens and Corruptors against the Battlecruisers, but I don't know if that's going to be enough against the tanks and the Hellbats. Wojtek sneaking in around the bases with Battlecruiser. It does go over the Crypt Tumors, so it might have been scouted on the map, on the minimap, depending on where mLty was looking at. mLty coming in from behind, biling the tanks. A lot of them go down, but the Ravagers, not Ravagers, the Blue Flame Hellion thingies, robot auto thingies, Autobots, Hellbats, that's the word I'm looking for. Coming in forward. Best play-by-play in StarCraft casting. I am. If only I could remember words. Right, this battlecruiser might be dead. That could have been one-shotted by these Ravagers. Ravagers, Corruptors, same thing. Ravagers, Corruptors, Despoilers. Goddamn circ names. 51 dead drones this game. Guess how many SCVs died this game? The number is 0. Wojtek has been putting all the pressure on mLty's side of the map. I think this is the first time mLty has been crossing the half side of the map, just getting in here, trying to get something damage done, but there are Thors! Oh, but they're not in a configuration for heavy air units. They need to switch. They're configured for anti-mutalisks. More Hellions coming in here, getting more drones. Do we get a 60? Yeah, we're up to 61 dead drones in this game. Wojtek really putting the screws to mLty. This is painful. This is the opposite of how Zerg want to play the game. And also, you know, Wojtek trading pretty well against mLty. I mean, he did lose 7 tanks and a battlecruiser, but other than that, most of it's just Hellions and Hellbats. They're not expensive units to lose. Considering how much damage Wojtek has been managing to do, you know, it's a great trade. Right, let's remember to hydrate our Hydras. There's mLty trying to sneak in here, but there are turrets. Gotta remember to hydrate your Hydras, everyone. Stretch your Roaches, drain your Disruptors regularly, and sanitize your Stalkers in these trying pandemic times. Another battlecruiser coming in. I think this is the first battlecruiser that Wojtek made. Right? Only 1 died, yeah. This is the first one. It's still alive. mLty gonna lose another base here. Wojtek gonna try and deny the 4th as well. Or at least kill the 4th. Yeah, I don't see how mLty can really defend against this. This is a lot of Thors and tanks leapfrogging forward, as Wojtek is so competently doing. Yeah, it's just Wojtek is just going to crawl forward and kill every base he comes across, and killing some overlords along the way, which might supply block mLty. Wojtek coming in from different angles. This is a bowl of death with the tanks all the way around on the high ground, Thors on the low ground, Anything that gets close to these stores is gonna get annihilated. Oh boy. The soup does not lie. mLty is in so much trouble. He's trying to get a fourth base in the southeast corner of the map. But again, Wojtek has not been attacked. No SCVs died this game. Wojtek did lose an orbital command, but that's about it. Wojtek will be advancing to the semifinals here in Master Swan Open number 50. And we already have a semifinal set up. We have Anticore will go up against Vavin in the upper semifinals. I'm guessing this is the one we'll be casting first. Yeah, let's take a short break. We're going to take a 5-minute break, so some clips on stream. It'll give me a chance to hydrate my Hydras, stretch my Roaches, and drain my Disruptor, which is what you should be doing. Enjoy the clips of times gone by while this stream is on break. In the meantime, we'll set up the other semifinals. Be back here in 5 minutes, or I will not forgive you. And we are back. And when I say we, I mean myself and the 16th Squad Sanseki. Well, I don't know if she noticed, but
I see
someone
everything,
okay? We are setting up to cast Wojtek versus CptHindsight. Can only look back in the mirror, apparently. That's his superpower. Okay, both players are ready. Let's get right to it. It's been a while since we had a TVT, I think, right?
What?
It's been a while since we had a TVT.
I pretend I was listening. I
Yeah.
tuned out after I heard that the Kuro did that to herself again, and I was just like, nope. Done.
Because we just played the clip of that
I'm
happening
done.
last time.
Look,
By the way,
I went-
I do not speak Spanish and I have no idea how to do Spanish intros, so
listen,
forgive me, por favor.
listen. People who are like actual regulars on our channels have hundreds of points now, hundreds of thousands of points. So it doesn't matter when I do this. Always someone will have the points.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you could increase the points instead of 16,000 to like 160,000,
60 million. God damn it.
which I have, by the way. So you not even that won't help you.
Exactly, that's what I mean. Like there's no way.
Anyway. Well, how do you say welcome in Spanish?
Bienvenidos.
Bienvenidos por CranKy Ducklings Master Swan Open número 5. How do you say 50? Something. Amigo, por rojo, por todo la mapa. That's Italian. Wojtek.
I have so many questions.
I have no answers.
Also, oh Jesus, my voice. Also, it didn't actually tell me that I'm supposed to do it in Spanish. So 1 second, as I open Google Translate.
What do you mean it didn't say that? You redeemed it.
Look, it doesn't. Oh, thank you, CptHindsight. This was
God.
just for me. Very nice. So I have time to open Google Translate.
God damn it.
Where is it? How do you say that? God damn it.
I don't.
Um.
I'm not buying you time. You are filling up the silence with your learning Spanish on the go.
Yes. Yes. Tenemos un pause. Yes. Sí.
Una pausa.
I don't know what gender pause is. Darking, what gender is pause? Quickly, we need the
I
answers.
think it's pausa. I think it's feminine. I think it's pausa.
I don't know.
Because I've heard pausa before. Kevin, I said, not sure what happened there. Maybe you heard the Spanish intro and it's like, well, something is wrong.
Wait 1 sec, because I have to type
This isn't right.
numbers.
Game resumed.
Okay. So, bienvenidos a
How do you say
El
that?
Mapa Romanticide. Oh god, I forgot everything. En la esquina inferior derecha tenemos un jugador. I don't know what's orange. Wait. Un jugador naranja. Un jugador naranja. Un jugador del Terran. Tenemos CptHindsight. Y ellos son jugan en grande cisne or cisne abierto. Sí. Gracias.
What are you talking about? Why are you talking about Cessnas?
Look, I used my 30 seconds of well-used pause to look up what swan is in Spanish, and that's what popped up. So I was like, well,
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was just like the name of the plane. I didn't realize it was a swan.
it is a swan, but I have no idea how to read that. I'll be honest.
It said
Because
Cessna, and I was like, is CptHindsight getting a starport? I thought
it's
maybe that was the name for a Viking or something. Or a
it's spelled
Banshee.
like that, like that. I have no idea how to read that in Spanish.
Cisne. I mean, it could be. Yeah, Wojtek is Polish. I just said Italian because I tried to speak Spanish, but I think I dropped
What?
some Italian words in there for some reason.
What is
I was just...
what is Poland in Spanish?
Poland.
No, that's Italian.
Polandia. No. Alright.
Phoenix is also
So-
saying La Pausa, but I don't know if I can trust Phoenix on that. Is it
Wojtek
Die Pause?
Die Pause? No, that's in German.
That's what
Pause
I
in
mean.
German. That's a-
Because Phoenix said.
Maybe it's because it's feminine in German that it's feminine.
I don't think that's how it works, but it's possible. So I really like this spread from CptHindsight. This is nice.
Yeah.
I like that.
I like the addition of the Liberator from CptHindsight as well, because that's going to be something Wojtek will not have anything to defend against with, you know. Because he has 0 anti-air. We does see the Liberator
Wojtek
move
is
here. I don't
actually
know if you
winning.
noticed it.
Wojtek is pouring through, but there are so many Hellions left.
Yeah, there's too many Hellions left, and the Reapers can't handle them. Oh, nice use of the Medivac.
Yeah, the Medivac
Picking
is
up
very
the,
useful.
Picking up that Reaper.
I would say I'm
Yeah, this is not... Yeah?
I would say I'm generally not a specialist on TVT because I just don't Terran. That period. I don't Terran. But I rarely
Even Terrans
see,
don't Terran, it's fine.
I guess. I rarely see that many Hellions and Reapers on the beginning of the game. Like, usually we'll have like 2 Hellions, 1 Reaper, 2 Hellions, 2 Reapers, like something like that. Here we had like, what, 5? Like, how many was that? 4 Reapers died on both sides. 4 Hellions,
Yeah, it
4
was about
Hellions were there.
4 Reapers and 4 Hellions, but yeah, except Wojtek added a Medivac and CptHindsight added a Liberator to the mix.
I think I want to say I think the Medivac was a better choice, but at the same time the Liberator did get a few workers. So
Yeah.
it kind of balances out.
Yeah, both of them switching to Ravens now.
Except
Hindsight
there's a
is
Banshee.
getting the Banshee. There's no cloak, right? No cloak. Which is good for CptHindsight because, you know, Wojtek is going to have a Raven, or actually already has a Raven. That's the second Raven that's coming up now. I don't know if a second Raven is a good idea, though. That's a lot of resources going into something that not going to be doing a lot of damage anytime soon.
You say that, but I think like multiple ravens are pretty common.
Actually, no. Usually you only get the one Raven.
I mean, you
This, later in the game you may get two Ravens, but usually
Look.
that's not something... I know because I like to see more than one Raven.
Oh, he's hugging the banshee. Oh, he's hugging the banshee. But look, you picked the best person possible to cast the TVT. Okay?
I wasn't even looking at the matchup. I just wanted you to take half the burden of the damn Spanish intro, which I am ill-equipped to deal with.
As if I'm good
It's
at it.
not my idea. It's your idea. I'm powerless on this situation, so I'm taking it out on you.
Poland is probably something like Polonia. Maybe.
Like Phoenix is like, I Googled that, you mistrusting little quacks. We doubted the German, of all people. And Banshee manages to sneak in here.
This is
Getting a
still,
few more kills.
this is still like Clovis
saying the-
banshee.
Yeah, you don't need no cloak. It's an independent Banshee. But here's where the three Ravens come in handy, though. Nice interference matrix on the tanks. That allows Wojtek to move up the ramp, but he's not taking care of tanks. He needs more interference matrices. The Hindsight did interfere with one of the Ravens. And that's enough. Wojtek manages to take game number 1.
GG.
GG.
I hope you guys enjoyed my quality analysis on the TVT.
Thank you,
Kappa.
Kuro, for joining us. Thank you for redeeming your group please obligations. There's still one more group please, if anyone wants to redeem that.
No Spanish though.
You're welcome, though. Yeah, then we're done with the Spanish for today. Pillars
Unless-
of Gold is going to be our next map.
Bye.
You can go back to judging me in silence. It's fine. Alrighty, Pillars of Gold. Set that up. And see if anybody's ready. Make sure our hydras are well hydrated. You gotta hydrate them hydras. Let's get to it. What is this flying shield battery? It's called a Medivac. And Terrans don't like it when it's referred to as a flying shield battery that's been in the game since the beginning. It doesn't overcharge, so it's not the same. Also, it can't heal tanks, so you know, it's not really the same. Said by the only race that can actually repair everything fully. Either repair or heal any unit. Completely. No problem. Alright everyone, welcome to Pillars of Gold. The map that used to hold the Golden Wall. But there is no Golden Wall anymore, so now the pillars are holding nothing, because that's how reality works. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, representing Infernal Brigade, are Green Terran, currently up 1 in the best of 3 semi-final. It's Wojtek. And in the southwest, proxying across the map, representing Platinum Heroes, are Orange Terran, is in fact CptHindsight. CptHindsight, his power is coming in and tell you, after the fact, what you did wrong. It's very, one of my favorite jokes in South Park. Yeah, that was it's one of my favorite jokes in South Park, the CptHindsight thing. Well, maybe you shouldn't have done that. Alright, it's gonna be proxy Reapers, and Wojtek is going to be scouting that. Boop. Okay. Wojtek responding. I don't see no bunkers coming up. He's still going to try and fight it with one barracks. Gonna get a factory as well. This is the nice map for it. You have a nice big cliff for Reapers to jump up. And no defenses. One Reaper comes out for Wojtek, but another one for Hindsight is on the way. So, unless Wojtek gets some kind of mech unit out, Captain Hindsight is going to win this numbers game. Okay, the Reaper of Wojtek goes down. Can delay that factory. If Captain Hindsight delays that factory, that could be game right there, but he doesn't. We have a Hellion on the way for Wojtek. Once that is out, the Reapers will find it very difficult to handle here. Maybe the end of this assault here by Hindsight. Yeah, Hindsight is getting a factory at home. Recognizing that this is the time is going to be up for this attack. Still getting some value here. More SCVs. 6 SCVs dead. 7. Can I get a 7? Can we get a 7? 7 SCVs. Can we get 8? We got an 8. Another Reaper dead for Wojtek. Oh, that factory is also a proxy. Okay. So this is not the end of the attack. Captain Hindsight is going to be keep on pushing forward. Wojtek using the Hellions to try and get rid of those Reapers. They're very low in health. One more volley can kill a couple of them, maybe even 3 of them. Yeah, the Reapers are getting cleaned out. Still 11 workers in damage. That is quite a bit. What is Captain Hindsight preparing there in that factory? Is there a tech lab going over there? It's a tech lab, but I'm assuming the tech lab is for the starport. Maybe Captain Hindsight is going to get some banshees. I like that as a follow-up, but I'm not sure about the proxy location. Coming in here, denying gas. Or at least killing the gas mining SCVs. Oh, trying to go for the Hellion, but they're just surrounded by SCVs with body block. 2 more SCVs dead. Captain Hindsight is SCVing up at home. Not super hard, but just enough to stay ahead of Wojtek. Tanks are on the way for both of them. So Captain Hindsight is actually getting a proxy tank. And a Viking. So trying to siege on the low ground with the Viking for the high ground vision. I'm not sure about that because all of the buildings of Wojtek are away from the edge there, except for the main ramp. I don't know about that. It's not a lot of anti-air for Wojtek, so the Viking shouldn't have too much trouble. No, actually, Wojtek has a Viking of his own. It's just waddling on the ground instead of flying. Let's see who gets the first shot. Okay, Wojtek gets the first shot. That means Captain Hindsight can't stay here. And yeah, this attack not working too much. Captain Hindsight positioning the Marines, trying to catch that Viking of Wojtek. Wojtek repairing the Viking. Both of them actually repairing the Vikings. Smart. Both of them having 2 Vikings now. Captain Hindsight inching forward. Wojtek still has the high ground vision control, aero control, if you will. The tanks are just outside of range. They can't shoot. Welcome to TVT. They skipped right to the stalemate with the tanks. No early game, no mid game, just straight to the tank lines. But he's moving forward. What? Did the Vikings not see that? Oh, still not in range. That was weird. I thought that tank was in range, definitely. Okay, Wojtek is about to lose the high ground vision. But CptHindsight does lose one of the tanks. Almost catches CptHindsight's Viking with the Marines. But Wojtek is repairing his Vikings. That Viking was like, I'm going to land. You can't hurt me here. The tank was like, I can. Wojtek inching forward, but the scan from Hindsight catches his tank. He's going to... don't land the Vikings. Very good idea. Wojtek going to try and catch the Viking again, but both of them high ground vision. Still not in range. Ah, it's so annoying. Okay, Wojtek is on the low ground, but CptHindsight has two tanks here. They almost immediately take care of Wojtek's tank. And Wojtek is tankless at the moment. One of his tanks is about to finish though. What's going on at home? CptHindsight is taking a second base, while Wojtek is being contained to the main base here. Now Wojtek is starting to get some tank shots out there, but loses another tank and all of the Marines on the ground. Oh boy. Wojtek seems to be constantly misjudging the tank positions, because it's happened a few times where he positioned his tank and then expected the tank to shoot, but it didn't. Not that I'm judging, because I expected all of them to be in range each and every time, because, you know, it's very easy to misjudge the range of tanks. All right. Wojtek has a lot of Vikings, but they have a lot on the ground, which is very dangerous. I like the addition of the Liberator by Wojtek. It could be a nice siege breaker here. Still uses Hindsight on CptHindsight. It's super effective. Maybe I should not have proxied these tanks. Maybe I should not have made so many Vikings. Oh boy. The Viking wars are beginning! Wojtek already loses one of the Vikings to the Marines. Here comes the Liberator. They take care of one of CptHindsight's tanks, and CptHindsight realizes, whoop, there's a Liberator. I should not be here. This siege is over. But CptHindsight bought a lot of time. While Wojtek just now getting his natural base. Wait, what? Did I miss something? I mean, Wojtek did have much higher army supply, but CptHindsight was on 2 bases for way longer. Could have held that. I don't know. Hindsight had nothing at home. Well, okay. I thought he had something. Never mind. Wojtek takes game number 1. Or 2. Yeah, that's 2, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's in the finals. I lost track of what game we were on. So yeah, Wojtek is your first finalist for today. And we are going to set up to cast Vavin versus Anticore, which is our second semi-final. So it's... we can find the players, because I don't see them.
Guess what, Sticks?
What? We have another Kuro please being redeemed. Yeah, you're getting called out today, Kuro. And may I remind you, you started it.
You know what?
You knew this. You
know
knew
what?
this was coming.
You know what? I'm cutting your salary. I'm cutting your non-existing
salary. You're cutting my salary. By how much? Give me a percentage.
By minus 20, so now you have to pay me.
No. You needed to say a percentage, because then I could say, aha, 20% of 0 is still 0. I'm getting paid for this. You think I'm getting paid for this? Pshaw. In fact, I'm paying for this.
Yeah,
And subscribe to CranKy Ducklings. And you can subscribe too to CranKy Ducklings as well if you want some nice duck emotes and fanfare emotes, both of which together form the combo that I like to call Duck Farts. Try it out. You won't regret it. I'm telling you. Right, so we have Anticore here, and there's Vavin as well.
Both on the same team, actually.
Ooh. Oh, mLty side is going to be our map. Yeah, so anyway, subscribe to CranKy Ducklings. You'll get access to a subscriber-only Discord channel, and replay packs is what you'll get.
Yep.
For the many tournaments that we are organizing, the more professional ones, like CptHindsight Open. No, sorry, the other one.
The professional ones, like CptHindsight Open.
The professional ones. Grand Platypus Open, Demi Weekly, and the Latin American
Battle
tournaments.
of the Americas, Sentimiento Latino, Copa Hyperion. Do we have anything else right now?
You're asking me? I'm making myself easy on me by just saying the Latin American tournaments, because I do not keep track of what's going on
I do.
at 2 a.m. Yeah, hence why you never wake up for SDOs and MSOs on time. Huh?
Excuse me, the stream is on. We didn't miss any matches. Like everything's on time.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I also play
you.
Final Fantasy XIV. Excuse you. All right, both players are ready. Let's get to it. It's going to be a PvZ. We're finally seeing a Protoss player today. We're getting back to the Protoss scarcity situation
Are we though?
again. I don't know.
I
We haven't
feel
seen a Protoss today, so yeah.
today maybe, but I feel like recently, like we've been having a lot of Protoss players. Actually, a lot of like good Protoss players, which is interesting.
Righty then. Speaking of good Protoss players, no, that was a bad segue because he's on the other side of the map. Anyway, we are on Romanticide, LE, where love goes to die. We're in the southeast corner of the map, representing Team GDA. Our Blue Zerg making their very first appearance in our tournaments. Give it up for Anticore.
Do I do intro?
And
Okay, and in the top left corner of Romanticide LE, we have the yellow Protoss player representing Poland and GDA team. We have Vavin.
seem to keep trying to wriggle out of casting and the group pleases, even though, like,
No, okay.
you invented the whole system. It's not me.
Look.
you are the admin here.
Okay, listen, Stick. Every time I do a group please, you do intro for me, and then like I'm like, okay, I guess I'm not doing intros. Every time.
What do you mean? When was the last time you did?
Every time I cast with you, you do both intros.
Maybe I'm just like on a roll or something.
Yes, yes you are. And I'm like,
maybe
I'm
you know
just
what?
not doing the intros.
You know what? Maybe just today because you forced me to do the intro español.
I forced you.
Maybe I'm like
I forced you to
Let's
do
make
an
group
intro.
work a little here. Do something. You always do nothing here every time I cast.
Wow.
You're just moving the camera around and fighting to keep the stream alive and not die.
Yeah.
Nothing.
See, with my hands I'm observing, with my legs I'm like pedaling like, a little bike to like keep the stream on.
Yeah. I mean, that's Poland, so I don't know. I don't know how your electric system works. Maybe there is like a squirrel on a Not
No,
sure the
there's no
trade will-
squirrel. I can't have pets here.
Not a
you know.
squirrel, a hamster. A hamster or
No,
not.
I can't have pets
hamster
here, you
will.
know. So like, they're just on my own. Like I have like 3, so
Alright, Vavin going with a quick Twilight Council. So definitely
Yep.
going to be played cheeky. Glaive Adepts? Glaive Adepts? Glaive Adepts? Anyone? Anyone? Glaive Adepts?
I'm not
Glaive
sure.
Adepts?
I think. Wait. I think it's these. I think it's too
What?
early for for Glade Adept.
Hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see. He hasn't done anything yet.
Alright. Adepts coming in here. Gonna get a couple of kills. Ah! Nice save by Anticore. 2 drones dead and this...
This Adept barely survived.
yeah.
Literally 1 HP.
Literally 1 health point. And look at that production tab.
Actually.
What do you see there? That is a sign of Steelmold being right for once.
For once.
For once. Maybe even twice in one day.
Maybe. In a week.
Well, Vavin is getting a stalker though, so it's not pure Glaive Adepts.
Yeah.
We gotta get something to defense, right? Get rid of overlords and such.
Yeah, I think it's mostly to just get rid of overlords and stuff.
So what is Anticore going for? Anticore, by the way, does not like the core. They only use the traditional, key configuration.
Have you asked it?
No, they're just called Anticore, so I'm assuming they don't like the
Imagine if
core.
they actually use core.
That was a StarCraft jokey joke.
But imagine if they actually do use core. It's just like, it's mind games.
That would be typical. They were like, no, I hate the core, it's awful. And then they use the core because they don't want their opponents to use the core because it's so OP.
I mean, that sounds a lot of
Mind.
like Ryan complaining about StarCraft.
Like
That-
what?
That's a lot of links on the production tab.
14 of them actually.
And look at that! I
so
was also right.
So that I can count. I can just read the numbers. It's gonna be DTs, yes. As you do.
So we're both right.
Yeah. For your information, Poland has very excellent power. The squirrels work very hard.
Yes, please appreciate the
They do the
squirrels. We only have so many of them.
Doing the work of hamsters. Alright, here come the adepts. Queens are already lowering the health on that
Oh, no
warp
transfuses.
prism, so it's... Yeah, no energy. No energy for you, no transfuse. Oh, adepts coming in here. Only one is shining. Okay, there we go. There's the rest of them. I thought maybe that was a misclick. Oh, the warp prism is warping in more adepts into the main base. So far, not doing tremendous amount of damage though.
Oh, there's more of them.
Warp prism might get sniped here.
Oh.
Okay. We're gonna get another queen. So it's 2 queens and a couple of drones so far, but
He also
that's it.
cleaned
Now
up.
the roaches are
He
here.
also cleaned up the whole army of links with just the roaches.
Yeah,
So that's useful, but
just. It's just 18 roaches. Nothing
hello
scary
there.
or something. Oh, it is! Nice hug on the spore, but it's not going to survive. Oh boy. Yes, it's super dangerous.
yeah, Anticore knows like there's nothing he can do. He's just gonna go out.
Yeah.
It's done. Just gonna go
Gonna
in
get
and
spores in other parts of the bases, but the roaches are going to go out across the map. It's going to be a base trade.
I mean, he's not actually attacking with the DTs, so I don't know.
Maybe Vavin could recall them.
He
Could be
could.
helpful, right?
And there's no overseers, so there's no detection here.
Yeah.
And there's
And
what
I
he
guess
did.
Stalker's like, there's not enough room for you. You stay. Okay, there's the shield overcharge. This is going to be enough. No, the shield battery gets sniped immediately. The DTs have been recalled and there's no detection here for Anticore, so these roaches are just going to disappear. And they haven't really done enough damage.
They did take quite a bit of army, including an immortal, but they didn't do actual damage to the base.
Yeah, the DTs are still
What?
alive. Queen, what are you doing here?
What's Karen doing?
It's in pieces.
Karen, I came here to save my roaches. But they were already dead with these damn DTs.
Yeah, Anticore not trading so far pretty well this game. This is gonna be rough. Trying to rebuild that economy while Vavin is going for a third base. Anticore is rebuilding a third base. Trying to get back into worker superiority, which they have. Spire. I don't know, how many gases do we have here?
We have 4.
Anticore is on 4
Almost.
gases.
Oh, what is this?
It's
A
okay.
StarCraft drop.
Yeah, well, you know, gotta keep harassing. Vavin is doing the right thing here. Keeping
Yeah.
Anticore on their toes.
You don't
The
see
DTs are
StarCraft
being
drops
transformed
every day,
into Archons.
though.
Get out of here, Zod! Glorified doorway. Ooh, we have a warp prism speed. What's its name? Gravitic boost? Not graviton. Gravitic boost, right? That's what it's called. It's yeah,
Graviton
no,
boost?
gravitic drive. Gravitic drive.
Gravitic drive.
No, gravitic boost is for the observers. Gravitic drive is for the warp prisms.
I have no idea.
Yep.
But yeah, there's gonna be a disruptor drop.
But Anticore is getting hydras. They're gonna have
I
rain,
mean-
so they're gonna be hyped and well hydrated. So
Lurkers as well.
yeah. I don't know if Vavin can really make use of disruptor drops when so many hydralisks are around.
I think you can. It depends on positioning, because Hydras can only be in so many places at once. And I'm not
It
sure
looks
if
like Anticore
Anticore
scouted
saw
this.
it. I don't know. Because the disruptor went the other direction than the overseer was, so I don't know if it was just in his vision or not.
Even if it was, maybe Anticore just wasn't paying attention. That said, there's a lot of anti-air here, so the warp prism can't really fly around freely wherever it wants. Here comes the disruptor shots! The workers are being pulled together, but only 6 of them die, so not the end of the world for Anticore. However, already 10 workers behind Vavin. You don't want to lose any more.
Yeah. I will say though, dropping with this disruptor is so risky. I mean, with this warp prism. This is the same warp prism from the beginning
Yeah,
of the
it's-
game, I think. It's like dropping
pretty low
anything
on
with
health.
this. It's like literally held by duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going again.
Yeah, this time it's alone. Maybe it's just a fake one.
I mean, he can warp in stuff on the other side of the map, so that's fine.
No. The buckers are digging in. There is detection for Vavin, so should be able to take care of them. Oh, Warp is coming in here. Anticore is already prepared to meet whatever is being warped there. Yeah, risks
Yeah.
take care of that warp prism. This is why you don't drop with low health. Medivac. Oh, Anticore just droned really hard. 16 workers in a
mean-
in a bunch, not in a row, in a bunch, in a single wave, if you want.
I mean, he has the time to do it now, because the warp prism is gone, so there will be no harassment, and Vavin is not attacking so far, so I guess that's a moment where he can drone.
So they see that's gravitic boosters for the observers. It's a different. That's the upgrade there. You have a chance to see both upgrades and the difference. See, this one is low, spiky, while the what's it? The warp prism upgrade. It's fanning out. It's more like a flower. See? That's how you tell the difference in the
Yes.
shapes and things. This is some pro caster observer strategies right there. See, you're learning things when you're casting with me.
Uh-huh.
important things that every Zerg should know.
I know what's the difference between them. I just don't know what they're called.
Storm is on the way for Vavin. Now, Anticore has been allowing Vavin to build the army that Vavin wants. Even though Anticore has the higher army count, I don't know. There's a lot of AoE on Vavin's side. That disruptor has how many kills? Yeah, 6 kills.
I mean, Anticore was giving Vavin time, but also he needed the time to make his own army. So I'm not sure how much it was giving time, how much he was just buying it for himself.
Anticore has a bunch of Zerglings hiding in the north edge of the map,
Yep.
trying to sneak in there, but haven't really been utilized so far.
I mean, there are
Which
cannons
at least
there
proves,
anyway.
at least it proves that Anticore doesn't use F2.
This is not awkward at all.
Yeah. Well,
And
gets a
back to
cancel on
sinking.
that 5th base, so nice. And they're going into the 3rd. There is a cannon here, 2 cannons actually.
Yeah, they skipped the Zealots, went for
Alright.
Bedros, but yep. The cannons deal
Yeah.
with it.
Vavin's army really can't push in here. Can't really do much other than clean creep. Anticore is sending out another sneaky attack in the southwest there.
This time it's roaches.
Another sneak attack. These are slowers, right? Yeah, they're
Maybe.
slowers. They don't have speed.
Oh boy.
The speed went to the Hydralisks.
I mean, they're not gonna do anything anyway because there's a solid wall, there are cannons, so I don't think those roaches are gonna
And a
achieve too much.
Protoss army.
And the Protoss army, you know, just as a bonus.
Ah, they're gonna catch the flank here, so that's nice.
I mean, did
Well,
they
I'm trying
catch
to
the
say
flank,
some
or did
ex-
the
some
flank
ex-
flank of them?
Yeah, the flank out caught them. That's the got this blood stain.
Oh, but the army is moving. I think
Yep.
Anticore was hoping that the army would stay in that position where it's more vulnerable, but Vavin like moved back. He's careful about that, and at the same time he's harassing
Vavin is
Zealots.
attacking the 3rd base, no, 4th base. I can count. It's only a couple of zealots getting 7 drones. Really nice.
Oh,
Vavin is moving into lurker range. Gonna use disruptors to kill. Oh, nice dodge by Anticore. Only loses a couple of these. One of
Vavin
the
is moving so
Colossi
much in
goes
the
down.
lurker range. No.
Yeah. Trying to bait out shots so we can see where they are.
Yeah, but his army is so
Working
damaged
so
thanks to
far.
that.
Man, he's in a pretty good position. I mean, didn't lose much. Look at the units lost
Yeah.
tab. Look at Anticore
Is
lost
this
almost
what
triple
hyped Hydra?
the resources. This is
See?
a very hyped Hydra. It's super hyped.
Don't
it
give
drank way
coffee
too
to
much
your
coffee.
Hydras. This is what happens.
This is what happens when Papapanda drinks coffee instead of water. Alright. Borrow is on the way for Anticore as well. I don't know, Vavin is doing a really good job whittling down this Zerg army. They are now equal on army supply.
Yeah.
Vavin is actually a little ahead.
Like
There's
he's
a fleet beacon on the
oh,
way
that
as
was
well.
a nice shot. Like he's killing
Yeah.
like 2 lurkers, 1 lurker, but this actually like the numbers are starting to matter now.
Yeah. And I think only lost 1 disruptor so far. No, two disruptors were lost.
He actually doesn't have to
And
engage
there is
those
Storm now, by
lurkers.
the way. He's actually Storm with the army now. He's not using it yet. Maybe he's just banking it for the Hydralisks.
Does he even have high tempers? I think he yeah, he does.
Yeah, he's got a 4 high templars with almost full energy.
He's just chilling.
There's like 20 storms in that or something, right? Something like that, or 15 storms, 16. Is it? No, how many? How much is a storm?
But in the meantime, as we were looking at Vavin sniping lurkers,
It's 12. It's 12 storms between them. Yeah, carriers. The fleet beacon was going up there. And Vavin on 5 bases, you know. Carriers, why not?
Yeah, and as far as I remember, you know, lurkers don't shoot up, so... Oh!
Still has this one Dark Templar.
Yeah.
The army. It never found a mate for Archon mode.
Poor guy.
Hey, can you mix a High Templar and a
Yes.
Dark Templar?
Yes, you can.
But I think Vavin just uses... Yeah, where are his Templars? Oh, they're still here. I just don't see them because they don't have an energy bar, because for once they are actually full.
Yep.
That's how I usually like see where I detect the High Templars, because they have an energy bar. Since it's full, it disappears.
That's around
That's
by...
my setting.
Oh! The base set up just as Vavin was passing through. He almost didn't see
Anticore in the
it,
middle,
but...
sending some Zerglings around, but that's not. Yeah. They don't even have melee upgrades, so they're not up to speed here. Shield overcharge is going to save that cannon, and this is going to run right into the army of Vavin.
That said, Vavin should be careful about how he positions his army, because now it's running right into lurkers and hydras.
Storm! What? Did he forget that he has Vavin! Puppy! What are you doing? There we go! Finally, oh right, I have Storm. He could have killed all of this army.
I think he waited for the right moment. So
No, that was not the right moment. The right moment is to kill everything before your army dies.
I guess.
I'm not an expert, but...
But it could be useful to have an army.
It's a secret weapon. We don't want to use it unless we absolutely have to.
Yes. I mean, to be honest, it does work like that. Like Zerg doesn't know if you have or have not Storm like until you use it. But you kind of assume that Protoss does.
Yeah. Yes, Raptor. Ooh. Missed it just at the last second.
I mean, it was only
I
one
wonder
shot,
if
so
like
it wouldn't kill it.
disruptors in their hand every time they shoot out, they're like Kobe. Right?
I refuse to comment on that.
Right. Cannons going up there. These Zerglings are way unupgraded to deal with that.
And Vavin has a lot of static defense, like a lot of static defense. Like there are cannons
If these
everywhere.
were like if this was 3/3 cracklings, then maybe. I mean, big numbers. Ooh, is that the thingy? That's a Tempest. Tectonic
It may be.
destabilizers. Yeah, that's the Tempest upgrade.
I don't know if Tempest will be needed here though.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make a Tempest before this game is over. Between the Storms, the Archons, and the Carriers. Anticore is just now on 4 bases. Most of them are mined out. The third is mined out completely, the Natural is almost mined out, the main is mined out completely. Anticore is one like full mining base at the moment.
And those Hydras
House
are
of
just dying to storms.
Yeah, they're disappearing. And Anticore does not have the bank to keep replenishing these. Vavin is making carriers 5 at a time on his, what, 1, 2, 3, 6 bases.
He's just morphing Archons in the middle of the army.
Yeah, just use them to distract the Hydralisks. GG is called and Vavin will take game number 1.
Wow, that game was exactly 22 minutes, 22 seconds.
Yep.
Look at that.
Perfect balance. Alright. Thank you for joining us, Kuro.
Yes, thank you
This
for
was
having me
the
today.
last Group, please. So you are free to mute yourself. For the
I
rest
was
of the
I was
tournament.
waiting for you to say that you are free to go, and I would just leave it observing to you, just like leave the
No,
PC.
I'm not that stupid.
Well, bye.
Bye. That was Kuro. All group pleases have been redeemed today, so you can't add any more. Yaganasa is going to be our next map. So if you have that on your bingo card, there you go. We only have Oxide left on the bingo card for today. Wait. Is it Death or? Okay, wait, there we go. I for a second hesitated where he actually chose Yaganatha or not, but turns out he did. I was right the first time. Don't at me. Yeah, Vipers would have been helpful in the previous game. You're right, chat. But this would have been able to deal with the disruptors, but the thing that really killed Anticore, I think, is just not dodging any of the disruptor shots. No splits, no nothing. Just took way too much damage from those. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Yaganasa LE. We're in the northeast corner of the map, representing Team GDA. Our blue Zerg is, in fact, Anticore. And in the southwest corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, also representing Team GDA, our yellow Protoss is, in fact, Vavin. That is probably the outside of the map, and that's gonna be no. Thought for a second, but then I didn't. I thought for a second, and then I didn't. Should be like, yeah, it should be my motto in life. Except when I'm overthinking, which is the opposite. It's like I thought for an hour, and then I didn't come to any conclusion. All you overthinkers out there, you know what it feels like. You got it. You know it. Right, Anticore. Going hatch first, and they're getting the hatch delayed, which means the pull is delayed as well. So Anticore is gonna have to kind of play this game really greedy. I don't see early aggression working out nicely. Vavin getting a Nexus before Cybercore. So we might have ourselves another really long PVZ. It does look like kind of either of these players is eager to end this game early. I mean, we did see Vavin getting glaive adepts, but that's not something that ends the game anymore in a PVZ. And a nice block there by Vavin. Going to let that natural for as long as possible. Make sure Anticore does not get that economy that they want. 8-0 things, Zerglings are on the way. So Anticore might actually be playing this a little more aggressive. Unless this is just a defensive position there. Vavin with the Stargate. Yeah, I said that right for... Hey Kuro, I said Stargate. I said Stargate and it didn't get confused. I was so confused by not being confused that I hesitated and I thought, wait a minute, was that a starport? No, it's Stargate. I was right. I'm evolving. I'm learning things. Watch me mess this up for the rest of the tournament. All right. There's only one adept going in here. I'll find one Zergling dead, which is nice. Maybe even get a drone if he's lucky. Oh, no, there's a recall. Vavin? Did he see the number of Zerglings and just realize, oh, Anticore is messing up. I'd better get back home right quick and get some defenses. Anticore is staying in banging nest, so definitely setting up some kind of bust here. The wall is a wall. There are a couple of adepts here. Anticore can't really break this through right now. Nice use of the adept. No, but the wall is not a wall! It was a nice trick, but the other adept was not well positioned to block the rest of the Zerglings. Shield overcharge. Not going to be used here? Was it used? Yeah, it wasn't used. No energy on the Nexus. That's why. And the Zerglings are in. The Void Ray is out. But, you know, the Zerglings can just ignore it and just continue to munch on probes here. 8 probes dead. The wall is still not a wall and going to be unpowered. So it's just one Void Ray against all these Zerglings. Another Void Ray is on the way. Sentry gonna get killed. And this mineral line is about to disappear. Yeah. I really like the trick with the adept shading out to keep the gate closed, but that was not perfectly performed by Vavin there. And that opened up the gate, and that's what Anticore needed. So we have ourselves a sideways 1-1. See what the next map is going to be. You gotta have really strong gate discipline as a Protoss going up against a Link Flood. It's you can't let that gate stay open. Shame, I was hoping for some Bane busts. Alright, Death Aura is going to be our next map. And it's Vavin's choice. They were just discussing that Anticore saying that they hate Death Aura. So Vavin is like, well, you know what? I'm going to choose Death Aura as my map. Alright. Both players are ready. Let's get to it. Boop. 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 This is one of those things where you're like, I don't know if you can really hate yourself for losing to that, because it's such a tiny micro mistake. It's a tiny vulnerability. It's not like you can like really hate yourself for decision making or strategic analysis. It's just like that adept's butt was like 2 pixels to the side and the wall was open, and that's it. You're done. Alright, everyone. Speaking of done, we are on
Death Aura, where the aura of death reigns supreme.
we're in the southeast corner of the map, representing Team GDA. Currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 semi-final of today's Master Swan Open number 50. Our blue Zerg is in fact Anticore. And in the northwest corner of the map, also representing Team GDA, also currently sideways 1-1 in this best of 3 semi-final of today's Master Swan Open, the number 50. Give it up for our yellow Protoss from Poland, it's Vavin. Oh, there's a Draxticore, cheering for Anticore. Is this a core thing? The core bros. I'm Anticore and I'm Draxticore. And together we are the core cousins. I don't know if they're cousins. I just thought of something that alliterates with the core cousins. It's a circus act. Or something, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with this. Yeah, both of them opening up standard again. No block on the natural this time. Anticore does get the natural set up properly. So I'm gonna have that. I don't know if Anticore is going to be as aggressive here. They did say they hate Death Aura, so maybe that will prompt them to be a little more cheeky, you know. I think not prolong the game. As it is, Anticore is getting a third base. So it looks like it's going to be a nice macro play from both players. Yes? No? There's another Stargate. Now, this time I said it right, but I was cheating because I looked at it in the map because Kuro clicked on it. So I can't take credit for remembering Stargate because I didn't. I cheated. I'm sorry. I would like to apologize to all my fans out there. Actually, my fans probably enjoy the fact that I keep messing up the names of things because it makes them feel superior to me. Which is, you know, not much of an achievement. So this is just 4 Zerglings, nothing to actually do any damage, but it's gonna be a nice poke. I don't know if Vavin saw this? Not chasing against them, but they did see the adept moving out across the map. GG's, Yoda. Yoda, go to sleep. I know, Yoda Slim is in the Discord chat, awake. I don't know what it's doing awake. He said, he said he just woke up. What time is it? It's like 4 a.m. Go to bed, Yoda. What are you doing? It's Friday. Go chill. Alright, Adept coming in here. We're gonna get a couple of drone kills, which is nice. And should be able to shade out. Or not! No! It's going to explode in an aura of death. Alright, Larry's on the way, and a fleet beacon, and another Stargate, not port. I was about to say starport. Damn it, brain. Gotta help me out here. So I'm guessing it's gonna be Void Race? No, not Void Race, it's gonna be carriers again. No, but it's on 2 bases. What's Vavin planning in here? Come on, I gotta drink some water. I think I'm starting to develop a sore throat. Because I've been coughing a little this morning, and now with me speaking, it's just kind of I hope it's not coronavirus, because I had my family was here like last night. They came in with the nephews and everything, and everywhere there's kids, you know there's diseases, right? What happens, you tell people there's a quarantine, you know, just keep socially distant, and what do? They go over to grandma and grandpa with all the kids. They have a sleepover, because that's how people are dealing with this situation. But enough about my problems and my death. We are going to see some more carriers coming up from Vavin, and they're going to come in way earlier than they did in the previous game. Anticore already getting Hydralisk then, so might have some anti-air. You know, am I gonna have to mute the live feed channel? Because they're beeping in my ear. Void Ray, maybe overextending here. I want to stay around where there are queens. Anticore is setting up another run by with Zerglings. Is the wall in fact a wall? It is in fact a wall. There's another there. They might see the carriers. Okay, now they see the carriers. Now Anticore knows there are carriers coming up. But the Hydralisks are already being made. If Anticore has enough Hydralisks, the carriers, they really can't do anything against a superior number of Hydralisks. Because the Hydralisks just kill the interceptors, and then the not battle cruisers, the other one. Carriers are useless. You know, Protoss battle cruisers, the same thing. Alright, and they come. It's basically pure anti-air from Anticore. It's Queens and Hydralisks. They're focusing the carriers though, they're not killing the interceptors. Okay, now they're killing the interceptors. That's usually something that's a lot easier to achieve than killing the carriers. Okay, one carrier gets focused. I don't know if Anticore is enough here. These carriers are pretty hype. Getting off creep. One last shot, but one hero Hydralisk kills an entire battlecruiser, carrier thingy, you know, Portos cruiser. So Vavin killed 6 drones. That is not going to be enough. Anticore still has the higher worker advantage. But Vavin is setting up a 3rd base, so gonna have a lot more gases, gonna be able to pump out more not medivacs. Why can I say, what unit am I going to say instead of carriers? It's not battlecruisers, it's not the medivacs, it's not the Vikings. God damn it, my brain is an idiot. The gateway explosion from Vavin though. Could be pretty hype. He's getting a not Twilight Council, the other one. Templar Archives. So gonna be Archons, battle cruisers, and I'm assuming charge lots. Yep, charge lots, because charge is on the way. It's gonna be a pretty strong Protoss army, and Anticore really can't really do anything against it. Storm is in play. The Hydralisks aren't going to be as powerful. Anticore trying to get in here. There's not a lot of support for these Hydralisks. When I say not a lot of support, I mean there's one Zergling. That's the support. And no, there are adepts on the ground. And there's shield overcharge on the high ground. But the Hydralisks are killing all the interceptors. So they might actually have enough to push through. Storm isn't finished yet. And there's no overcharge anymore. The interceptors are still there. They're not getting killed, and the Hydralisks are going to get cleaned out. Anticore moving way too far up that high ground. And yeah, I don't think any of the carriers, none of the carriers died except that one earlier on. The Spire is on the way for Anticore. I'm assuming that's for Corruptors. But is Anticore going to have enough? The armor supply is not lying. So Anticore has more workers, but Vavin is actually building the much stronger army out of the two. Anticore is getting bailing speed, and I don't know how much that's going to come into play as bailings, because that's not a very super bailing vulnerable army, you know, especially with the storms. Right. Spire is finished. We'll see some Corruptors. Anticore has been banking for that. No, we're just going to see 38 Zerglings being made. Anticore is planning here. Maybe a massive Bailing roll-in? We're gonna have 30 Bailings, you know, you're probably gonna do some damage, but not to the main army. There's just, Anticore just has nothing that can engage Vavin right now. Not with this number of carriers. We are up to 7 carriers. Actually, Vavin has stopped making carriers. Now that I'm checking on it. Seems to be content with the 7 that he has. Trägerschiff? What does Trägerschiff mean? Phoenix, please. Don't come at me with the German stuff. Yeah, there's Archons, there's Storm. 7 carriers. Oh, now, okay, Vavin now making more carriers. It's, Anticore just doesn't have anything that can deal with this. How many Corruptors are we up to? We are up to 11 Corruptors. We're getting 8 more. Okay, so that's starting to be a good number that can handle the carriers, but then it can't handle anything on the ground. It's still dangerous for Vavin, so we can't really push through this. But you can just stay at home, get more Stargates, and just pump out more units, you know? No, speaking of Stargates, I've started rewatching Stargate SG-1, you know? A sci-fi show from the late 90s. It's pretty good. I like it. It definitely holds up. There you have it. That was my association for today. How many banelings do we have? We have 23 banelings. That's not a lot. We have been maybe feeling confident moving in here. These High Templars are fully charged with energy almost. Oh, what's gonna come? Come on, Anticore from behind! Oh! They're missing each other. I mean, Vavin can't really engage these Corruptors, but he can definitely clean out everything that's on the ground for Zerg. Alright, looks like he is engaging the Corruptors, storming all of these. They take so much damage from the storm because they were bunched up, but I still think that's way too many Corruptors for the carriers to deal with. But with the Archon on the ground, and maybe another storm... Vavin just about does it. Only lost 3 carriers. 3 carriers. So he has 7 now. Still a lot of Corruptors though. Vavin finally in a position to do some damage. He's taking a base right here. That's brazen. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh. Tiger shift means carrier. Okay. Tiger shift? This Traeger, is that on like an airplane? Or something? Yeah, drones just huddling, hoping not to be noticed. We are not here. Do not worry yourself about us. And Vavin just takes the base in the middle of the map. Why not? Yeah, Starduck is saying you need the ground upgrades. Yeah, how are we doing on upgrades for Anticore? Yeah, it's only +1 carapace on the ground, +1 carapace and +1 melee. It's not something that's going to be doing well against the air. Actually, no anti-air, no ranged upgrades. Anticore did get +1 flyer attack though, for the Corruptors, but no carapace. So Vavin is just gonna do so much damage with his army. Alright, Anticore coming in here, trying to establish a position here. Take down that base of Vavin, but... Oh, the Bennies are rolling in! The storm, puppy! Alright, I think they... Oh, no storm anymore, but there are Archons on the ground. The Corruptors are coming in, but the Archons move themselves under them. And they just cannot stay there. This base gets denied once more. And Vavin's base is just fine and dandy. 2 more Stargates being made by Vavin. It's gonna be up to 5 Stargates. Gonna make 5 carriers at a time. There's not much you can do about it. There's some chargers on the ground as well. And Vavin's upgrades are way better than Anticore's. I've been going to circle around here, trying to get into that 4th base location, or the 5th base location, or where it was 6th? I don't know. I didn't keep track of which base came first. Anticore rolling in here, the Banelings roll into the charge lots, but the Archons are still alive, the Corruptors are so low in health and they just disappear, and it's just carriers left over. Anticore basically has nothing right now. A few Corruptors on the way, but nothing that can actually deal with the carriers. They're just going to obliterate this base. Can't even bring the Zerglings into destruct because they just die to the Archons. GG lead the game to victory, and Vavin is going to be your 2nd finalist for the day. Hey, Funaradastan. Hola, patitos belos. Beos. Is that beautiful, Ducklings, or...? Not sure. I don't know. As we've established by my intro Espanol, I do not speak Spanish. Alright. So, we have ourselves a Wojtek versus Vavin. A battle of the V's. And a Polish derby. what do you know? Do we want a break before the final match? Question mark. All right, so let's take a short break. We'll show some duct tapes, clips of times gone by, and we'll be back in 5 minutes, hopefully, with the final match of today's Master Swan Open number 50 between Wojciech and Vavin. Very different Protoss. Do not go anywhere. We'll be back in 5 minutes, because if you go anywhere, I will not forgive you. And we are back. Well, I am back, and also joining me, our team captain, otherwise known as Captain Nickname. Say hello to Light VIP.
What's up? Thank you for having me. And mate, we've got a pretty interesting finals happening right now.
It's going to be Vavin versus Wojciech, a PvT, which we haven't seen today yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Not quite. It's not just the PvT, it's also some Polski on Polski action. And these two players, they're relatively new to the CranKy Ducklings. They've really come into form this year in 2020. We've seen more and more of them. We've seen them get better and better, from Diamond to Masters. And that's why we've decided to invite them to the Duckling Showdown this year.
The Duckling Showdown, which is?
I thought you were gonna go into it, but yes,
we just talked about the fact that I have no idea about the showdown.
You know what the showdown is, though, in general, because the Duckling Showdown, if you're asking, what is that?
I brought you over to talk about the showdown, and then you throw it to me.
Like, what is the Duckling Showdown? What are they? I haven't even heard of it. I've really only been watching the CranKy Ducklings for 2020. So the Duckling Showdown is a series of show matches that we run every single year. We've been running it since 2017, or maybe 2018. Don't quote me on that one. But yeah, we've been running it every year. At the end of the year, we typically have a break from our regular events, and we organize some show matches. We bring some players who have really stood out to us over the course of the year. And yeah, we kind of give them an opportunity to earn some actual money.
Yeah, it's going to be a monetary prize, as opposed to the usual prizes for the SDO and MSO, which are, in-game prizes. And yeah, it's usually find matches based on highlighting different players or specific matches that we want to see, sometimes for our own nefarious reasons, because we just want to see what happens when Phoenix goes up against Phoenix.
Yes. I was actually about to say that very same thing. We had Phoenix versus Phoenix in the past. We had different themes Psionic Aftermath versus CranKy Ducklings. We did that in the past as well.
Where we tried to prove that Yaku, Zaku, and Warbuff are not the same person, but apparently that did not work because Warbuff did not wake up.
He didn't wake up. I still didn't let him live that down. God damn it, Warbuffle.
All right, let's see if our players are ready, so we can start this thing. You want to join us, Light, or you want?
I was just going to be here for the preamble, but before it does start, of course, this year for the Duckling Showdown, we did contact Vavin and Wojciech, just because they're both these players who started off in Diamond, and they've, over the course of varying months, they were able to get into Masters, and now here they are, they're good enough to be in the finals of MSO.
Yeah. I've started the game, by the way, just so you know.
Nice.
Because I know you don't hear the countdown, so I just got informed you.
Yeah,
I wanted to keep the players playing while we're just babbling on here. So.
So they are here in the finals of MSO, but next week in the Duckling Showdown, they will be facing each other off in a show match, another best of 5. So yeah, we'll see if they're able to. This isn't the first time they're facing, by the way. So we'll see if they can learn something from this.
Yep. All right, and we are in the game. So thank you, Live VIP. Go away now.
Bye. Don't forget to crew please when you can. Bye.
No, we don't have any more crew plays today. Don't need the crew plays. We are over the quota. We are done. We don't have any more. All right, everyone. Welcome to the final match of today's Master Swan Open, the number 50, which is 19 below 69. It's a very important number. We're in the northwest corner of Lightshade, representing the land of Poland, and Team Infernal Brigade, our green Terran, is in fact Wojtek. And in the southeast corner of the map, representing Team GDA and also from Poland, our yellow Protoss is in fact Vavin. People are making fun of your Spanish, Kuro. I like that no one even mentioned my non-Spanish. How do you like that, Dastan? Do you like my Spanish? My Spitalian. I call it Spitalian because I'm spitting it and it sounds like Italian. But it's supposed to be Spanish. I guess. Yes, Yakuzaku versus Worsley Palo. 10 out of 10 match. Yeah, Warbuff just did not wake. I mean, to be fair to Warbuff, it was like a really weird time for him. So I think it was like 6 or 7 a.m. So, you know, he's a gamer. Not gonna just wake up at 6 a.m. No, Kuro has insight about what really happened. Ah, so that Warbuff mistook the hour by 12 hours. He thought it was 6 p.m. and not 6 a.m. Fair enough. That makes sense. Alright, so we have both players opening up nicely and standardly. No chickies. No proxies, no nothing. Just margins. Just... No nothing. Wojtek is getting a bunker, just in case. Seeing his Reaper. Trying to find some information here. This is the natural base. Nothing too crazy. Vavin probably gonna send this adept away soon to scout, or he's gonna wait for something. I don't know. Getting a quick Twilight console. Twilight console? Or Twilight? Twilight console. Doesn't have 3 lights. It has just 3 columns. But it's not a Twilight. Still not a Twilight. I don't know where that word came from. I should stop saying it. Yeah, there's our Vortex facility as well. So I'm assuming it's gonna be Warp Prism and Gladex? No. Hey, Blink Stalkers, right? It's gonna be Blink Stalkers. It's gonna be Blinkers. Stock Blinks. Starlinks. Yeah, Starlinks, that's what we call Blink Stalkers. Or Blinkers. Yeah, Blinkers could work, I think. Blinkers is the better one. Actually, no, that's so far just... Oh, yeah, there we go. Blinkers. Hey, Kuro? This is the second time I was right today. It's just... I don't know if you as the information fairy, you keep track of how many times I was right. I think even I can keep track of how many times I was right, because there's so many of them. What? Flowers? Leaves? I'm trying... What are we looking at here? What? Stalkers in the shade? What? What was... I think she's just trying to intentionally confuse me. Hey, Dustin is confirming it. The gender of pause is pausa. That's the 3rd time I was right today. Yes! Take that, Spanish language. Yes, it's an observer. We're observing it. I guess. There's a dark shrine. It's hidden way at the front. Right at the wall. And Vavin is staging up to go into the main. I'm assuming that's going to be an elevator. Blink elevator, I mean. The armor rings are ready, and the Raven as well. So Wojciech does see it coming, but there's the blink forward, auto turrets. So a couple of stalkers already go down, a tank is out. They did delay that turret from finishing, so that's a nice catch. Oh, did you see that? He plunked into the mineral line to draw tank fire into the SCVs. That's cool, but I don't think that was very smart. And 4 workers for how many stalkers? That was 7 stalkers. Not the best of trades. However, Vavin is ahead on workers, so you know anything you can kill, gonna keep you ahead. Alright, charge lot follow up. Wojciech in the meantime getting not blink, stim. You know, Terran blink. He's coming in, but there's a Raven. I mean, what was Vavin expecting? Oh, it was a distraction. And it's gonna delay combat shields, which is pretty nice. And get a tank. Gotta siege that tank. It can't shoot that far. Or that close, rather. You know, considering Wojciech has a Raven, these DTs did way too much damage. Alright. Vavin gonna go for a 3rd base. Wojciech starting on his 3rd command center. Now moving out. Kind of missed all of the Terran timings with that initial defense there, but he's got Marauders. They got concussive shell. I've checked. Combat shields is going to be delayed, but you know it's a shame. But there are a couple of tanks as well. So if Wojciech is being patient here and not too crazy, should be able to do quite a lot of damage on this base. Maybe even snipe a Colossus or something. You know, something that keeps the Protoss from moving forward. There are interference matrices for that Raven, so you know, Vavin really can't be too confident here. Oh, the Raven movement. It's a bit too forward. There is blink, so Vavin can blink on top of that Raven just to snipe it. Oh, tank drop! I like it. Trying to draw the army in. Raven interference matrices the Colossi, and all of the Marines and Marauders push forward. And the Colossi disappear. The shield overcharge, not quite enough to counter the DPS of all of these Marines and Marauders with Steam. More workers being killed here. The 3rd base goes down. Very great catch for Wojciech. And looks like he's going to be clearing out of here. Not gonna waste more of his army. I like this trying to catch reinforcement forced by Vavin here, but yeah, losing that 3rd base is really painful. Void Prism. I know it's not a Void Prism, it's something else prism. Warp Prism, yeah. Same thing, right? Sneaking in here. Gonna be DTs again. No, just charge lots. You know, it's Terran. There's always some units at home to defend. I'm gonna get a couple of SCVs. Vavin's still ahead in workers, by the way, despite taking so much damage there. But the base counts, that's where it is. And Wojciech set up a 3rd base. Gonna come in here. Doesn't have the Raven again, so he's gotta be careful. No interference matrices here. And Vavin does have disruptors this time. Gonna catch the War Prism. No, it just about manages to slip away. But you're going to try and go for that other 3rd base. Try and deny that. I think you just sim forward, deny that base, and then get out of here. Don't even need to siege. Here comes more of Vavin. The disruptor's shooting. That's a huge shot. That killed a lot of bio, but there's still enough left over, and the tanks are still around. That's a 2nd, 3rd base lost by Vavin. Actually, it was cancelled, but you know, that's set up. That's the issue here. Well, Wojtek has a third base, muling it up. Trying to get this third once more. Wojtek circling around to this position to try and destroy that one. They've been clearing up the rocks, trying to have some more maneuverability in this area. There are a lot more tanks for Wojtek. Trying to send a zealot run by, but there is there's defenses. Steelmold trying? Question mark Spanish? Barely. Was not even trying. I was just... Yeah. I did apologize to the Spanish language beforehand, so you know. So I'm off the hook. You can't at me. You're not allowed to at me. That Warpism is in danger. If it tries to move in, that turret will definitely kill it if Vavin moves in blindly. Disruptor shots! Ooh, killing a lot of the bio. That was a lot. Not one hero Marauder kills the Disruptor. And Vavin is down to one Disruptor. Oh, Warpism! Gonna get caught here. Come on. Not quite getting it. Brains, please! Okay, there we go. Oh. So close. Okay, Vavin now has two Disruptors. Get some Colossi. But Wojtek has such a scary army. Just in terms of numbers. It's got the better upgrades. Vavin is going to have to land some really nice Disruptor shots here. Wojtek getting really close, jumping on top of this. Yeah. I think he could actually have killed those Disruptors. It was close enough and had the DPS. At this point, you just focus the Disruptors and destroy them before they even, before the Nova explodes. Wojtek, abandoning the idea of going for that third base of Vavin. I don't know what he's planning here. You get a fourth command center. Nope. Does not have one. Alright. Yeah, the tanks at the back are dealing so much damage. Good backing away by Wojtek. Saves a lot of his bio. So mostly Marauders. That is so dangerous to Protoss. The thing is, Vavin has been able to stay on third bases for a while, so that gives him a bit more regal room. Wojtek is going to try and drop into this fourth base location, or maybe try and go to the third for the third from two different angles. So you can try and I'm going to try and draw the army of Vavin towards the natural here, while he attacks the third from. No, he's actually dropping the main. It's a very small force. It's only one full medivac. Robert can deny upgrades here. Well, the main army is going to try and distract Vavin. Oh, the main army is going to the natural. Oh, it's a nice tank line there. I didn't see any disruptor shots from Vavin. Oh. Well, Wojtek just denied the upgrades for Vavin by killing the Forge. DTs were warped in defensively. I guess Wojtek just didn't scan there, so all the Marines and Marauders just died there. And there's a different drop into the natural base. Oh, might even kill the Dark Shrine here. Yeah, but focus the Dark Shrine, start a step onto it, and back away and leave. Wojtek doing a tremendous amount of damage to Vavin. But Vavin is going for a fourth base. Another drop into the natural here. Going to catch all the workers as they return to work. And maybe even, yeah, it's gonna get sniped, I think. Yeah, the natural base is deaded. Robotics facility is so low in health. That's a great disruptor shot. I don't know if that's going to be enough though. More disruptor shots coming in. Wojciech backing away. These tanks are very low in health. One more shot will kill all of them basically. Vavin is coming in up the ramp. Disruptor shot's not quite hitting anything, but the army of Terran will be cleaned up. But the one in the main is doing damage. Oh, Marauders. Why we left you behind? Vavin is down to 34 workers. Losing a bit more in the 4th base. And Wojciech in the meantime was just building an army. Floating an orbital into the 4th base location. Not a planetary fortress. Which is what Terrans would usually like to have. Oh, he's joking and jiving, but nah, Vavin did not fall for it. It's a nice trick by Wojciech, but yeah, it didn't work. Might work. Is all this army coming in here, but the tanks are on siege. Vavin catches him by surprise. We're getting into 17 minutes game. This is just game 1 of best of 5. Remember. This is just a preview of the show match that we're going to have later this year. When are we going to have the show match? Is it next week or is it? Like I said, I wasn't told anything about the show match, so I don't know. All right, 4th base is exposed, and Vavin is down to 1 mining bases. Wojciech in the meantime is also attacking the main base, so going to do some damage to the production while this is going on. Take care of the cybernetics core. Vavin is down to 1 mining base. Still has a scary Portos army here, going to go forward. Does snipe all of the tanks, but that's a lot of bio. So many Marauders. At this point, Wojciech doesn't even need tanks. Just steam forward. Steam to win. Vavin is out of position. Wojciech is going for... No, he's not going for the 3rd base, actually. Okay, he is going for the 3rd base. After this army has been unoccupied, or deoccupied, as opposed to preoccupied. That doesn't matter. Wojciech takes game number 1. Ooh. That was some intense gaming here. Let's see what the map is going to be. The next one. It's Vavin's choice. We haven't seen Oxide today. It's the only map we haven't seen today. If you have that on your bingo, you know, better cross your Ethernet cables, then this is what you'll get. In the meantime, make sure to hydrate our Hydras so our voices don't crack up. So one at the H2O. Next map? Question mark? I don't know why I'm questioning Mark, but no. Oxide! Yay! Bingo! You had Oxide on your map bingo. We now have the full set of maps today. It's always nice. Warms my heart a little bit that we see at least one of each map every day, every cast, every tournament. You know, this keeps things interesting. All right. No. Like race check and Vavin turned into Zerg, and that was not the right one. More players are ready. Let's get right to it. Boop, 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 boop. I gotta watch that clip. I want to see how bad my Spanish is from the outside, and if it's as bad as it felt to me at the time, because it was bad. Kind of see Vortex trying to to translate whatever the hell I was saying. Some of which I'm pretty sure are not even words in Spanish. Alright everyone, enough about that. We are on Oxide. LA, where we are breathing. We are oxidized. In the northeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, representing Infernal Brigade, our green Terran is in fact Wojtek. And in the southwest corner of the map, representing Team GDA, our yellow Protoss, also from Poland. Give it up for Vavin. And outside my window, alte Sachen. Someone selling used furnitures. Screaming with a loudspeaker. That's life. And now the dog is barking at him. Yeah, it's welcome to life. I can barely hear the dog because of my headphones, but I'm assuming my microphone is picking it up. Alright, so no shenanigans from these players yet. Oh, it's not picking up. Yay! I think I switched some of the settings in Discord today. Because I think they defaulted to not using noise suppression for some reason. I gotta check that every now and again, because, you know, for some reason it switches to default. Which I hate, because, you know, I want to set it up and forget about it. Alright, let's see if Vavin... I'm wondering if Vavin is going to go to carriers here. I mean, I know it likes it in PvZ, but I wonder how it goes in PvT. Well, there is a Stargate on the way. So maybe our wish will be granted. But I'm assuming that's going to be just Oracles or Void Rays. Not Phoenix. When is the last time we saw Mass Phoenix? I'm trying to think. It's been a long time since Mass Phoenix was remotely used. Right? Not something you see every day. Maybe in PvP? I'm hoping the microphone did not pick that up, because that was my stomach growling. It's hungry. It's, yeah, no. I skipped line. During the winter, the time of SDOs and MSOs is an hour early. That means I kind of have to skip lunch in order to cast these, which makes me hungry all the time. You know, that's life. And it is going to be Oracle, which I like, you know, as opposed to carriers, which are, you know, they're kind of the stupid unit of Protoss, except they're not as stupid as, you know, battle cruisers. Strangely enough, they both of them work against Zerg more than anything else. It's just like a conspiracy. All right. Alright, what was coming in here? 3 kills, and 4, 5, 6. We get a 6, 7. The Oracle is also contributing. Get 10 workers killed. Very nicely done. The adepts get cleared out. Oracle wastes all of its energy on that refinery. But the Viking is out, so this should be chased away. 11 dead workers. That's a really, really nice start for Wojtek. Sorry, for Vavin. A really bad start for Wojtek. And we do have stupid units coming, so Vavin is getting carriers. Oh boy. Oh boy. I got my wish. We're gonna see carriers in PvZ. In PvT. You know, the other thing, just not PvZ. Yeah, I was just started thinking about food and my brain was just shutting down. I should stop thinking about food and start thinking about StarCraft. Yes, that's right. Alright, Wojtek coming in here. It's a very small force, no medivacs, just a few marines and a tank. It's not going to be enough to actually do much damage, but he is going to expose the carriers at least. So now Wojtek knows about the carriers. Gonna need to adjust his play a little bit. Gonna get more anti-air. It does get an evacuation on the natural base. Vavin not having many defenses. Actually, I mean, he's got the carrier and he's got the Oracle. That's the only army that Vavin has. And the Oracle is just chilling out here in the third base location with barely any energy. Alright, Wojtek goes home. Having not done much damage. You know, killed one interceptor and 4 probes, a pylon and a shield battery. And yeah, that's not enough counter damage for 11 workers. And Wojtek's still behind in the worker count. I'll have to work hard to catch up there. Getting steam. It's going to be a while before that's ready. Army gets tagged. Vavin's carriers are sneaking ahead into Wojtek's, it looks like the main base. Two more carriers on the way. I mean, Vavin still has a recall, so I'm guessing it's not, you know, too risky to send these out. Knowing that you can recall them if the heat gets too hot. They're gonna get the reactor on starport. It's gonna delay the production of Vikings at least. Kinda does need to get out of here. Vavin getting a third base. Wojtek doesn't get a command center yet with the third base location. Vavin is packing the carriers just outside here. Oh, nice. Good control by Vavin so far. I mean, these have been getting value and not taking too much damage. More carriers are being added. Wojtek must feel very pressured to do something about this before more are being made. Because Vavin is just making them 2 by 2. Just like Noah. Yeah, because Noah did make a carrier, right? For carrying animals. Carrier ship. You know, Noah, the biblical Noah. Not mLty. It's different Noah. Alright. Wojtek. No. I was about to talk about what he's doing, but all the Marines were disappearing. I couldn't catch up. But Vavin is catching up. It's got to be a sideways 1-1. Remember, this is a best of 5 match. There's a lot of this TVP ahead of us. We haven't seen cheeses from other players yet. I mean, did see Wojtek proxy racks before today, but it wasn't in this PVT. It's going to be Wojtek's map choice this time, and it is Romanticide, where love goes to die. So hydrate our hydras. Make sure we are properly hydrated. I think I'm not hydrated enough today. Now, I'm drinking while I'm casting, but I think I didn't drink enough before casting. That might be my problem. Alright. Ready? Everybody's ready. Let's get to it. Beep. 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 So we are almost 4 hours in. Even though we had a single elim bracket, we did have 16 participants today, so that filled up the bracket quite nicely. It's always nice to see a full bracket. Actually filled up all the 4 hours of casting here. It's nice. Alright, everyone. Speaking of filling out 4 hours of casting, we are on Romanticide. No idea what's the logic behind that segue, but it is a segue and it works. In the southeast corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, currently sideways 1-1 in this series. Give it up for our Green Terran, representing Infernal Gaming, or Infernal Brigade. It's Wojtek. And in the northwest corner of the map, also representing the land of Poland, but Team GDA, also currently sideways 1-1 in the series. Give it up for our yellow Protoss, Vavin. Alright. So we have a weird proxy on Wojtek, a fakesy, if you will. Huh? Get it? It's a fake, it's a proxy, it's a fakesy. Yeah. Wojtek's making sure to follow that probe so it doesn't drop any stuff in your base. Wait, what? Wojtek just killed his own SCV. I was wondering what was killing that SCV. It was another SCV. I'm going to tell on you to the workers' union. This is oppression, that is. Alright. Look, it happens. But you're getting a natural base, so is Vavin. So nothing to shenanigans here. Vavin doesn't seem to be super confused about this. It looks like it's normal. Let's see what Wojtek does with that extra barracks. Actually, is it an extra Rex? No, it's not an extra Rex. It's just... I thought it was getting like a 2 Rex, but no. It's just a barracks that's outside and now it's being brought back inside. And I don't think Vavin cared enough about this to, like... Yeah, I didn't see any reaction there. There is another early Twilight console from Vavin. I'm guessing... DTs. It's not going to be blinkers, it's going to be DTs. Like a really quick DTs. That's my guess. Let's see if I'm right for the 4th time today. Alright. Robotic facility, let's see what... No upgrades yet from the Twilight console. And no Dark Shrine either, so... Alright. Wojtek getting some Hellions added in. He's got that bunker, so he knows there's something that might be coming up. He wants to be safe. But he hasn't scouted on the other side for quite a while. That the Reaper wall has been... the Reaper cliff has been walled off by Vavin. So Wojtek can't really get access to what's going on inside the Protoss base. It is going to be blinkers and a warp prism, so pretty much what you saw in the previous game. And once more, Steelmold was wrong. And all was well with the land. It was yet just another Friday. Alright. Ooh, that's a Raven. I like the addition of the Ravens. Raven in PvT is like seriously underrated unit. See so many PvT games it's basically decided by the existence or non-existence of a Raven. Either because of like interference matrix or just detection against DTs. I kind of don't understand why Terrans won't get Ravens. I mean, I understand why I wouldn't get a Raven, because, you know, anything more complex than a Medivac is too high-tech for me, but players who actually know what they're doing, I think, why don't they get Ravens? Ravens are hype, you know? Alright. Reaper and Hellion get in here, but they are quite low in health. Gonna get a couple of kills, which is nice. But Vavin is about to drop a whole bunch of blinkers on top of Wojtek. Vavin is bringing the blinkers from the other side of the map. Oh, catch observer. There is still high ground vision from the warp prism if Vavin needs it. Gonna be 8 stalkers. This time Wojtek. I think this is the same amount he had in the previous game as well. This is pretty much a rehash of what we saw before. Alright. Oh, but Wojtek does have Marauders this time. And Vavin really has to back away. Charge is the follow-up for Vavin, as well as the robotics facility. Sorry, robotics bay. The other one, you know. The other robotics thingy. What makes more complex robots. Combat shield is on the way. Steam is about to finish as well. Oh, Blinker's coming in again. Oh, Wojtek is supply blocked. Or was for a second there. What was one of his backs, eh? Nah, not the end of the world. Got some tanks at the back, so these stalkers can't really push in forward and really do damage. But Vavin getting a third base while this is going on. And a few thermal lines as well, so it's going to be Colossi. Blinkers. Going to go into the main again? Yeah, why not? Denying that, not factory, turret. Once again, same thing that happened in the previous game as well. I'm gonna try and get that refinery, but not quite get it. It's a scary Terran army running around here against that many stalkers. I know stalkers, like a stalker army looks bigger, but it's very deceptive. You know, Marines are tiny, but they do a lot of DPS. In fact, it's kind of in their, you know, their advantage that they're tiny, because you can get more of them in a given area. So there's more like concentrated firepower. You get more guns in one single location. Yes, that is my theory of marine concentration. They're not. I don't know how well they concentrate. They don't really need to. They're controlled by the outside, you know, forces by the command center. So they don't exactly have free will. So it doesn't really matter how much agency they have. Wojtek sitting up here behind the mineral wall, going to drop back and forward. There's nice, well-defended position by the tanks. Vavin cannon is going for a flank. But, kind of hesitating on whether to do it or not. There's a Bioforce at the back here, so want to be able to deal with the charge lots while the tanks are taking care of the stalkers. Yes, that's the way for the stalkers at the front. Colossi can't really push all the way in here for fear of the interference matrix. Yeah, the Raven was sniped. At least Vavin has that working for him. Also, this position can't really attack anything unless Wojtek drops on the other side of the mineral wall there. It's on hold command, so it doesn't attack the Marines, only the SCVs. But all the SCVs around it are dead. So it's just sitting there doing nothing. Alright, Vavin coming in for another flank. This time he has the Disruptors. Oh, Disruptors! Kobe! Boom! Not actually killing anything. The tanks are mostly still alive. So this position not broken. Wojtek dropping again behind the mineral wall, so he can threaten that base. Disruptor shot! Boom! It's most of the bio on that side of the wall. Look at the arms supply though. Wojtek has almost doubled the arms supply at the moment, and if he doesn't give Vavin time, I don't think Vavin can really recover from this. That said, Wojtek is going back home. Hey, Maralekos, thank you for that raid. Welcome everyone from Maralekos' channel. We're the CranKy Ducklings. We're in the final match of today's tournament, which is a best of 5. Currently we're sideways 1-1 between Vavin and Wojtek here. Vavin dropping into the main of Wojtek, clearing out these turrets once more. So Wojtek can't really sit pretty and safe at home. See, the thing I fear for Wojtek is even though he kept Vavin at home and did quite a bit of damage, Vavin is ahead in workers. He's got a third base. The third base was threatened, but it wasn't destroyed. Yeah, and Vavin will catch up in army supply. Wojtek is still on 3 bases as well, so not really gaining anything from that, and just giving Vavin more time to set up what Vavin wants. We have Temporal Archives that we're just about to finish, so we can get some Storm added into this as well. Fantastic against Bio. Yep, there is a Storm coming up. There's a Storm coming. Gotta pull up that weather forecast. This Storm is on the way. But Vavin's army is out here on the map. Wojtek finds it. Both of them kind of hesitating. Wojtek has the way bigger army supply, by the way. But maybe he's kind of knows, oh, this should be Storm around about now, so maybe it shouldn't be too greedy with my movement. Alright, circling around, going into the third from the northeast. Tanks are all sieged up. Still not quite finished. Disruptors not quite shooting. There we go, they're coming. Ooh, that was a great disruptor shot. Oh, that was really nice. Is it enough though? Wojtek still with a way bigger army supply. A lot of it is at home. Oh, it's going to drop the main. While the tanks are taking care of the natural third base, I can count. It's third base. Actually depower a lot of this production here for Vavin and deny the upgrades. There's a recall into the main to try and defend against this. The upgrades have been denied. Wojtek backing up what he can and leaves. That's the third gone for Vavin and the upgrades. Wojtek still double the army supply. But a lot of it isn't here, a lot of it is at home. Which does mean that Vavin can't really counterattack. But Wojtek... Yeah, there we go, he's moving out. Kinda wanna keep the pressure going, not let the Protoss have time. Because time is not a Protoss. And they don't need him. Yeah, I like to say that Protoss is the one race that everything takes so long to make, and costs so much that you kind of... It's the race that needs more time to build things. Terran always builds stuff. Zerg builds things in just giant waves, and Protoss kind of have to trickle everything. I mean, not gateway units, but you know, the big beefy ones have to be trickled in. So if you don't give the Protoss time, they can't recover. And if you do give them time, you know, they'll find a way to come back in. Alright, Vavin moving in there into tank range. Storm is being stormed, but it's not really hitting the bio. The disruptor shots hit the tanks though. Wojtek is running out of forces here. Looks like Vavin will be able to clear this up pretty nicely. With all this AoE, the Colossi, Disruptor and Storm is more than enough to deal with all of this bio army. Wojtek just did not have enough here. Losing all the tanks as well. He has 0 tanks at the moment. Oh, actually no. He does have 1 tank. I was clicking the units thing, and I was like, something's weird here. I was typing in chat instead of in game. I was alt-tab the entire time. See, this is what happens when you don't observe. Like, I wasn't even in the game. I was alt-tab since the beginning of the game. This is what happens. Alright, Warp Prism gets chased away. Wojtek trying to push on with another angle here, or just trying to defend his 4th base. Vavin in the meantime retaking that 3rd base location. Trying to rebuild his economy. Let's see if Wojtek tries to sit back, sit pretty, or push forward. I'm always in favor of pushing into the Protoss and not waiting for the Protoss to arrive, because if the Protoss gets to your side of the map, they probably have a really good, strong army that you can't defend against, not in one place. Wojtek is setting up a counterattack in the northeast while this is going on, so it's not like he's going to be not doing anything. It's not a big drop, but you know, it checks out. One zealot. Being cheeky. I did draw the army out of position, and Vavin is moving into the natural of Wojtek. That one zealot did the job. And see, there's still 4 more disruptor shots in this army. They haven't been used. And there are storms as well. That's disruptor shot, but it doesn't quite get the hit. Storms are fantastic though. It looks like Wojtek is just going to disappear. There's not enough. A weapon of zealots is coming in. I'm going to charge right on top of these marines and tanks, and yeah, Wojtek just doesn't have enough. Vavin is just parked on top of Wojtek's production. And this is what happens when you give Protoss time. Yeah, this should be a GG here. And Wojtek does have a counterattack. Gonna kill the main base of Vavin, but that is not critical damage. Just it. Oh, does delay +3 weapons. That's nice, but what can he really make here? Oh, I saw that Wojtek made a ghost, but I didn't. I didn't even see it in action. Alright, Wojtek is floating in. I think he still has a chance as long as his forces are in the main base of Vavin, taking care of Vavin's production, but Vavin just has a huge army. Krupp is saying that the ghost died to disruptor shot. Yep. That happens. Alright, this is the weirdest base trade, because it's not a trade, but Wojtek's, you know, he's got production here. Problem is, it's very close to where Vavin's army was already positioned, and now Vavin is camping the production again. Disruptor has taken care of the Widow Mines and the tanks, and Vavin is now on match point to win this entire tournament. Whew. 19 minutes game. Sorry, I'm yawning. Let's see what the next map is going to be. We've already finished the map bingo. You know, we've seen all the maps today. So we don't have anything to look forward to unless you have like a favorite map that you want to see today. It's going to be Wojtek's choice. So we had Lightshade on the bracket. We had Oxide and Death Aura? It was Death Aura, right? What did we just have? No, Romanticide. That's the one. So we still have Death Aura. We still have Submarine. What are the rest of the maps? Oh, I just happened to have it open here like an idiot, and I'm not reading it. Hey, we have Yuganathon, you have Romanticide, Submarine, and Pillars of Gold. I was trying to remember the names of the maps, and I literally have the map list open here so I can set up the game. My stupidity is sometimes astounding. Vavin, don't spoil things in chat. God damn it. What's wrong with you? Let's ask Wojciech for the next map. Speed things along a little bit. I like to Papapanda. What just happened? Oh, base trade. Yeah, it's always a weird base trade because Wojciech did not have the army to survive that. Vavin had the bigger army on the other side of the map, and it was just not setting up your production too close like that would not have worked. Unless Vavin was like feeling very insecure and just backed away for a long time. I didn't see it happening. Submarine LE is going to be our next map. So if that's the map you wanted, you know, it's the map you get now. I'm just having a conversation with my neighbor's dog. Don't mind me. All right, more players are ready. Let's get right into it. Kuro is saying it's great when Stick descends into madness and starts barking to himself and the dog. In quotation marks. There's a dog. Alright, you can. Alright, I'll open up the window. Maybe you can hear the dog then. Alright, maybe now it'll work. I mean, I do have noise suppression now, so maybe it won't get picked up by the microphone. Alright, everyone. Enough about dogs. We are on Submarine LE, where we all live on an LE submarine, and in the southeast, yes, corner of the map, all the way from the land of Poland, representing Infernal Brigade, our Green Terran, is in fact Wojciech. And in the northwest corner of the map, on match point to win this entire tournament, representing Team GDA and also from Poland, our yellow Protoss is in fact Vavin. Alright. It's kind of weird seeing Vavin in chat and like, oh, I'm trying to calculate the different times and whether he's in. No, we started the game thing. Try to calculate whether to see if Vavin is still in chat or if he stopped being in chat, because you can't be in chat while in game. It's not fair. Wojciech and Vavin both scouting with the Worker Scout. Nothing too crazy. Vavin's probe is running around. It's gonna be proxy. Setting up a pylon. Looks like it's gonna be Stargate by the position. Wojciech is scouting around here. Let's see if he manages to catch it. No. Does not check that cliff location. Reaper is out on the map. Oh no, it's gonna be a robo. Proxy Robotics Facility. Double robo. Alright, the second pylon goes up here, so now Wojciech coming in with the Reaper into Vavin's main base should really be scared. Group is saying, the information fairy is saying that Proxy Robo is Vavin's favorite proxy. I don't remember that, but you know, my brain. We've established that my memory is not to be trusted or relied upon or anything. He's done it several times, Krupp is saying. Yeah, several times doesn't mean it's your favorite, it's his favorite thing. Because he hasn't done it today, you know? So, as far as my memory is concerned, it never happened. That's as far back as I can remember. Alright, Adept. Not quite able to shade through here. Oh, Vortex is finding the proxy though. So at least he's got that working for him. He sees the double robo. I think he killed the probe as well. Yeah, he killed the probe. That was in the proxy location. But the Immortal is out. Oh, and it's gonna be an observer for Vavin, so the Void Prism is going to... Void Prism. I said Void Prism again. Warp Prism is going to be a little later than usual. Void Prism is just easier to say than Warp Prism. I don't know why, but Warp... It's a W that's very difficult to pronounce for me. Warp Prism. Don't add me. I've already ruined the Spanish language. Don't add me about the English language as well. Alright? Neither of these are my native language. I think I'm doing pretty okay for someone with no memory. Alright, Twilight Council is being prepared, so I'm gonna have follow-up after that. No more Prism yet. There it is, it's coming. Let's have to back away because of the Viking. And there is high ground vision because of the observer, but it does get scanned and sniped. Wojtek finally realizes, well, something is giving you high ground vision. Gotta get rid of it. Tank is out for Wojtek. He's supply blocked as well, so production is going to be delayed. He doesn't know that he's supply blocked. Oh no, Wojtek! He hasn't noticed. He hasn't noticed. He's not making any supply depots. Okay, now he's starting it. Oh no. Wow, it was supply blocked for a long time, considering he needed every possible unit that it can bring out in this time. There's the DT shrine. Oh boy. Well, without any high ground vision though. I hope Wojtek is saving scans. He's not saving scans. No Raven in sight. He did get an NG bay, so he can make turrets. Once he realizes DTs are a thing. Like the poor Immortals. War Prison is like, I can pick all of you up. Oh, actually, Vavin is going for a multi-prong with the Void Prism. You know what? I've surrendered to it. I'm just going to call it the Void Prism from now on. If that's what it takes. Alright, it is sneaking in. Oh, body block. Vortex sees it. Sees the shimmer. There's a turret in the main base. No scans yet. Come on. Don't just stand there. Let the DT kill you. This turret gets denied. Here's the scan. And the DT manages to escape. One health point. One health point on that Dark Templar. There's another scan coming up for Wojtek though. He has a scan available. Okay, is it in the natural base, but there's still that one DT in the main. That one health DT goes into turret range. What a mad lad. Still on one health point. Oh yeah, there we go. Now it's on 0 health points. Health points. Combat shield and steamer on the way, so Wojtek gonna get the scary turn army that he wants. Now that these proxy shenanigans, you know, they've lost their efficiency. Wojciech can take a natural base pretty safely. I want to repair it a little bit though. Pretty low in health. Alright, Vavin going for a third base. Wojciech. He can remain on 2 bases for quite a while now. Pumping out units. This until he feels comfortable enough to move out on the map. No medivacs though. His bio is very low in health. And also, these immortals really haven't been participating in the fight with the DTs were in. Vavin was relying on the DTs to do all the damage there. Okay. Okay, don't worry, people in chat. He survives yet. Well, I don't know what would happen in 2 minutes, but I know that now, which is when you are listening to this, he's still alive. Alright. Oh, he unsieges! Oh, the charge wolves get to the tank lines. The immortals are taking a shelling, but they're still alive. The Raven comes in here, but there's not much left for it to do. It does clean out most of the immortals. But another wave of chargers is in. There's still another tank left alive. Vavin is going to get chased away. Oh no, there's the War Prism and the Immortal. Ooh. Very nice, but Wojciech took so much damage. 7 workers, and most of his army is dead. So that puts Wojciech with 23 workers to Vavin's 48. Not 46. I can use number. I can do numbers. I can read a number and say what it is without making a mistake, right? Vavin's army is now sentry, as Kuro is pointing out. Yes, that was Vavin's army for a while there. The robotics facilities are gonna get destroyed. Still no medivacs, by the way. Wojciech is going full anti-vac here. No vaccinations for you. Alright. Oh, there's a medivac. Finally. Alright, you already made a couple. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It doesn't medivac. It's fine. It's not going full anti-vax. Don't add him. I like that Vavin has hallucination. Has hallucinated zealots. Do hallucinated zealots charge before they die? Can they emulate that behavior? Alright. Wojciech sieging up the third base of Vavin. Yeah, it's not enough. Can't really do much with it. This saves the Raven and most of the bio. Stream die again. By the way, it's fine for the VOD. We're post all the VODs on YouTube at some point, so the VOD is going to be uploaded in full as it's locally recorded. Just so you know, if you want to see anything that you missed, will be on the VOD on YouTube. So relax, it's fine. Okay, Vavin going for 4th base. Wojciech still on 2 bases, hasn't even made a 3rd command center. Yeah, and he's pulling the boys, he's going all in. This is it. This is the fight Wojciech needs. But even if he kills the 3rd base here, all the probes have been evacuated. The 4th base is almost, well, it's halfway done, so they can just go there. And I don't know if this is enough damage. Wojciech has barely any mining going on at home. He's lost most of the bio. Now, Vavin doesn't have a huge scary army, but he does have enough to at least do damage here. He's gonna kill all of his SCVs. They're just being a distraction, and they're not being a very particularly good one. Vavin is pulling some boys as well. He can afford to, you know, seeing as Wojciech lost so many. Wojtek is just sitting there hesitating, not quite finding an angle that he can push through. There are still 2 interference matrices in the Raven, by the way, so maybe the Immortals can be neutralized. One of the Archons? Does interference matrix work on an Archon? It does, right? They can be interference matrices. Matrixed. They can be matrices. Matrixed. Like, medivacs are pretty low in energy. Wojtek sieging and unsieging here. Oh, nice anti-armor missile hitting most of the Protoss army, but the Disruptor is out. Going for that 3rd base location. Vavin probably have to sack that. I mean, actually has an opportunity to jump on top of tanks, and it looks like this is what he's doing. Is that a... Oh, I thought he was recalling for a second. Did he recall his probes to the same... Is that what happened? I think he did. I think he just recalled his probes to the same base he was trying to evacuate them from. It happens. But in the meantime, Wojtek lost all of the tanks. Vavin, you know, still has mining going on. Wojtek is barely mining on one base. As the Zealots say, Vavin was just going to chase Wojtek all the way back home. And now they're stuck on this weird low economy. The one thing going for Wojtek is that he killed a lot of Vavin's probes, especially that in that 4th base that was supposedly should have been evacuated, but wasn't. That's it. He's going to lose the natural base here. And all the workers, and this is pretty much the income that Wojtek had. Oh, there's still the DTs, by the way. And unless Wojtek has any scans left, the DTs are just going to be reigning supreme. There was like a few turrets in the main, but that's it. That's the only detection that Wojtek has. And I'm assuming he's going to use he's using all of his scans for mules. Right? Wojtek going out there, meeting the Protoss army with no health. GG in Vavin is your brand new MSO champion, the last MSO champion of 2020. There you have it. Very nicely done by both these players. Wojtek will have a chance to get his revenge in the show matches. The Duckling Showdown, which is going to happen on, and this time I'm going to open my calendar so I can actually tell you when it is. Next week on Saturday, the 26th of December. Same time as Duckling Open, which is no, actually it's 1 hour later. It's going to be 8 p.m. KST, right? 8 p.m. Korean Standard Time, by my calculations. That will be the Ducklings Showdown, and that will be the last Duckling event that we do this year. I mean, there's Grand Platypus tomorrow. Don't worry about it. We still have the Battle of the Americas being casted, La Espira next week. We have DMC Weekly. You know, don't worry about it. There's still plenty of casting on the CranKy Ducklings channel. Kuro is giving up on streaming. Yeah, these crashes are so painful when you're streaming. It's awful. I hate it. I hate it as well. Anyway, we are going to be back here on the channel in about 10 hours, a little under 10 hours, for the Sentimiento Latino. That will be the next event casted right here on the CranKy Ducklings. And of course, we have Grand Platypus Open tomorrow, which is open to any player in the Southeast Asia and Oceania regions without any league restrictions or such. It's Sentimiento Latino numeros. Why do you say 100? I don't know. It's 100. Sentimiento Latino. The Centennial. That's the night. It's in 9.5 hours. Just about going to be casted by Light VIP and Yoda Slim. Thank you all for watching. Stick around because we are about to raid some other StarCraft 2 related channels. So give other people their love, your love, their love, our love, everyone's love. Keep on loving it. I've been your host, Steelmold. Still like the metal, mold like the thing you put the metal in so that it retains its shape when it cools down. And you can find me on Twitch. On what's my channel name? Twitch.tv/Steelmold. That's the one. Steelmold, you know, my name. On Twitter, Steel_mold. That is Steel_mold on Twitter. Thank you, Kuro, otherwise known as Group, otherwise known as the 16 Squad Sanseki. She was your observer/streamer/caster today. Thank you, Light VIP, for being the admin supplier of the prize money. Speaking of prize money, if you want to add your dollars to the CranKy Ducklings prize pool or ability to provide prize money, ! Patreon in chat. We'll send you up the link to our Patreon page, and if you most kindly support us with a $5 pledge or more, you will get access to our subscriber-only channel on Discord and replay packs. Replay packs from the many professional tournaments that we are organizing and casting, including Grand Platypus Open, Demi-C Weekly, and the Latin American tournaments that we are participating in, observing in, casting. I don't know what I'm trying to match. And I've run out of things to say, right? See you next week for the Duckling Showdown, which I will be casting along with other people. That'll be on Saturday. Keep tabs on what the different matches are going to be. Congratulations again to Vavin and Wojtek. Both of them will take some kind of prize because on Master Swan Open, both the winner and the runner-up take a prize home. And until then, have a nice weekend. Hydrate your hydras, stretch your roaches, drain your disruptors, sanitize your stalkers. I can't emphasize this enough. You gotta sanitize those stalkers. There's a pandemic going on, you know. Play the game, enjoy the game, practice, concentrate on your weaknesses, make sure that you work on them, hype yourself for the strengths and the things that you have learned to keep your morale up, keep your motivation going, get good, and prosper. Goodbye.